Now, Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. Roma Wines present Suspense.
Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Mr. James Stewart as star of Consequence, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you James Stewart in a remarkable tale of suspense.
Maybe the costume was the decisive factor. Or maybe it would have happened anyway. In any event, the occasion was the 10th reunion. And the class of 29, as such occasions demand, were all dressed identically in cowboy suits. And there was Ted Wolfe, whom I hadn't seen in 10 years, although in college he'd been by far my closest friend. And so, of course, I brought him home to dinner. And Gwen managed to be quite charming, even though it was the maid's night out. She didn't even kick about the oven. And that's how it started out, just like that. Just like any pleasant, casual little evening.
Oh, Gwen, that was a wonderful meal. Last one I'll get like that for a while.
Thank you, sir.
Have you really got to go tonight, Ted? Can't you take another day or so?
Oh, not very well. Got my plane reservations and everything. Anyway, I told him I'd be back this week, and tonight's just about the deadline if I'm going to make it.
Well, what time's your plane?
3 a.m. Oh, say, that reminds me. I can't go aboard in this thing.
Well, you probably will. I think you're both kind of stuck on yourselves in those cowboy outfits. Worse than a couple of kids.
Sure, I'm going to wear mine to the hospital tomorrow.
No kidding, no. People will think I'm nuts.
All right, spoil sport. I'll call the hotel later. They'll bring your bags over here. You can change here. Although I should think a cowboy suit would be a sensation in Ecuador.
Are you really going to Ecuador, Ted? At first I thought it must be a joke.
No, well, you heard me talk about the work Ted's doing down there.
I know, but Ecuador.
Well, you got to have medical care out on those plantations some way, and I like it.
I don't see how you stand it. Living like a hermit, cut off from civilization and not making... Well, I mean, they can't possibly pay you...
No, Gwen.
Oh, what time is it? Oh, goodness, I've got to run.
Oh, are you leaving us, Gwen?
Yes, I promised Mother I'd come out to the country tonight. Anyway, I know you two would much rather talk over old times by yourselves.
I'm sorry. Well, in case I don't see you again, thanks for everything. It's been swell.
Well, you're coming back sometime, aren't you?
Maybe 5 years, maybe 10, maybe never.
Oh, silly. You come back next year and plan to stay for a while. I am sorry I have to go, but you two have a nice evening. Oh, there are eggs in the icebox, Phil. Did he always have to have fried eggs at night when he was in college, Ted?
That's Phil, all right.
Well, goodbye, darling. No, don't even get up to come to the door. Now, I'll phone you tomorrow night.
Bye, Gwen.
Have a good trip, Ted. Bye.
Bye. Oh, you're a lucky man, Phil.
Am I?
I suppose you know that the main reason I came to this shindig at all was to see you.
Why me? It's been a long time since you and I had the same dreams, Ted.
You haven't lost them, though. You're still in there pitching.
Oh, yes. Private practice. 2 cars in the garage, 2 chickens in the pot. That's the kind of ball I've been pitching the past 10 years, and it's the kind I'll keep on pitching until some other doc says coronary thrombosis and they carry me out.
Oh, you can't kid me, Phil. You're happy. And I'd just about given up the idea that there was such a thing as a happy man.
And now you think you found one.
I know I have. I knew it the minute I came into this room. I knew it the minute I saw her.
Gwen?
Yes, Gwen.
I hate Gwen.
You what?
And what's more, she hates me. Oh, it's nothing that shows on the surface. We get along because we have to, because my reputation would suffer if we didn't.
Phil, you can't be serious.
No? Why do you think I've given up every dream I've ever had? Why do you think I spend my life treating the imaginary ills of a lot of wealthy hypochondriacs? So Gwen can have this and Gwen can do that. So Gwen can satisfy every greedy instinct and every petty, rotten ambition any woman ever had.
Good Lord. I never realized. Well, you've got to do something about it, Phil. You got to get out. Go to another city. Go to another country.
Yeah, she'd be after me like a hawk. She'd have me up before the medical association. Oh, there are 1,001 things she'd do and would do. I've thought every way there is. There's no use. Well, now I've got that off my chest. Now you know. I'm sorry I disillusioned. Dr. Martin. Oh? Yes, well, now? Oh, right. I'll be right down.
Hey, you're not going out now. I want to talk to you.
No, I'm still a doctor. Even Gwen can't stop that. I'll be back before you leave, though. If you want to stick around, I'd sort of like to ride out the airport with you.
Is it really important, Phil?
Yeah. Now, just make yourself at home. You can fix anything you want out in the kitchen, but look out for that oven, though. It leaks when you turn it off wrong. I won't be long.
Okay. I'll wait, Doctor.
Thanks, Doctor. Kind of hoped you would, Ted. That was the second thing, Ted's deciding to stay. But I didn't know it then. All I knew was that Jo had called from the office and she was upset. Still, I decided to walk. I was upset, too. When I got there, she was going over the accounts. Hello, darling.
Hello. That was nice.
Well, isn't it always?
Always. Terribly.
Well, what are you doing? There isn't all that rush to get the bills out.
There is, though. For me.
For you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is it, Jo? What's the matter?
Phil, I had a talk with Father this evening.
What, something about us?
All about us.
Well, he doesn't know anything. He couldn't. Nobody does unless you told him.
You know I wouldn't do that,
Oh, I'm
Phil.
sorry. I'm sorry, darling.
Anyway, it isn't what he knows, it's what he thinks. We had an awful row. He said he'd go to the trustees of the hospital. He said he'd go to Gwen.
He said that?
That's why I'm getting the bills out for you now, because I'm going away.
Well, where? How long?
No, darling, it's not going to be like that. It's for good.
Well, Jo...
It's for good, Phil.
Jo, I can't let you go. I know it hasn't been perfect. I know it's been infinitely worse for you than for me, but at least we've had something. At least I've always known you were here on the other side of the door, and I could see you and talk to you.
I can't live with a door between us anymore.
Well, maybe you just don't love me enough to... No, darling, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Phil, I'm not playing noble, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot because it isn't as though there was some decision you could make. There isn't. This had to happen someday, and it has, that's all.
I could go with you.
You couldn't do that, Phil.
Well, why not? I could change my name. I could go to another city, even another country. I could get back into research. I could...
Darling. It's no go, Phil.
I asked her for a divorce again this morning.
You don't have to tell me the answer. There is no answer for us, Phil. Not one that we can take. There we are.
Yeah, there we are.
Well, you better go now. I've got all this to do.
Well, let me help you.
No.
Well, why not?
I could weaken. And then where would we be?
Oh, Jo,
Oh,
please.
no, Phil, please go. Please, please, please.
All right. I'll go. I don't know how long I walked that night or where. Perhaps most men are weak and never know it. But when you're losing the woman you think you love, that's when you'll find it out. That's when you'll see yourself at last in the pitiless glare of all your poor, frightened, childish helplessness. And so I walked, and I was sick to the depths of my soul. And I walked some more. And somewhere in the distance I heard a siren, and there was a glow against the sky, a fire. And then I realized I was near my home. And then it wasn't just a glow against the sky of any fire. It was my own house. Burned almost to the ground.
How did it happen? I don't know. Somebody said they think it was the gas.
Stunned and confused, I began edging through the crowd, and then there was a sudden stillness. And a few men took off their hats. And I saw it, the stretcher, and the blanket thrown over the shapeless form, and the blackened, shriveled cowboy boot. And I remembered. Ted. Ted had been in that house.
Just got him out now.
Yeah, what's left?
Said you wouldn't hardly know it was a man.
Frantically, I started forward, and then I stopped because I thought somebody had spoken
Come
to
on,
me, but they
Dr.
hadn't.
Philip Martin. I know
They
it's
hadn't.
Philip Martin. He took care of me.
They weren't looking at me. They were looking on the ground on the stretcher and that thing that lay there on it.
Dr. Philip Martin.
Yeah, I knew him. Oh, he was a good doctor, a good
Oh, Dr. Martin. Oh, what an awful way to die.
Suddenly, I was shaking with excitement. I pulled my hat over my eyes. I turned up my collar. I edged back through the crowd, out into the street, and I turned the corner. And then I ran. Joe! Joe! I'm going with you.
Phil, what did you do? You haven't...
No, Joe, it's all right. I'll tell you about it later. We're free. Joe, we're free. I'm dead. I mean, Dr. Philip Martin is dead.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as star James Stewart in Consequence by George Sklar and Vladimir Posner. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. Nowadays, weekends again call for entertaining, for friends and families enjoying themselves together. To the millions who regularly entertain with wine, and to those who haven't yet discovered this simple secret of inexpensive hospitality, here's a tip from famed hostess Elsa Maxwell. Successful parties can be inexpensive with Roma California wines. Yes, for just pennies a glass, about the cost of a soft drink, you can delight your guests with a taste-tempting selection of America's finest wines. Ruby red Roma port, nut-like Roma sherry, golden Roma muscatel, flame-bright Roma tokay. These superb Roma wines are a perfect party treat with cake, fruit, nuts, or other tasty snacks. They're delightful anytime. Cut your entertaining costs. Start serving Roma wines tomorrow. Discover for yourself why Roma is America's first choice. Why only Roma wines, crushed from tender grapes grown in California's finest vineyards, bring you true wine luxury at such low price. You're right with Roma, bottled at the winery in California to bring you unvarying goodness always. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Remember, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage James Stewart, who, as Dr. Philip Martin, in Consequence, continues a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
There must be something of the criminal in every man, because it seemed that I knew automatically everything I would have to do and how I was going to do it.
Hotel Wilton.
Dr. Wolf, please. Dr. Theodore Wolf.
Thank you. I'm sorry, sir. Dr. Wolf doesn't answer.
Oh, say, what's the number of his room again? I'd like to drop him a note.
Dr. Wolf is in 502.
502. Thank you. I knew in a big hotel like that, the chances of anyone remembering exactly what Ted looked like were pretty slim, and I figured that they'd give me the key all right as long as I didn't stumble around asking for the number. I let myself into 502, and I snapped on the light. I found the plane ticket on the bureau, and then I pried open his luggage and changed into one of his suits. I put on his hat and his overcoat, just in case. I packed my own things away. There were a pair of dark glasses on the bureau, too, and I put them on. And then I went down, checked out, paid cash. I knew he'd bought the plane ticket at the airport, so the travel clerk at the hotel, why, he wouldn't know Ted Wolf from Adam.
Yes, sir?
I'm Dr. Wolf. I've been staying here at the hotel.
Oh, yes, doctor.
I have a through plane ticket here to Ecuador, Pan American, for tonight. I'd like to turn it in.
Mm-hmm. One moment, doctor. Oh, that's Dr.
Dr. Theodore Wolf.
Thank you. Hello, Pan American, Wilton Hotel. Say I got a through ticket to Ecuador. Dr. Theodore Wolf. Will you take it? All right. That'll be quite all right, Doctor.
Oh, and while you're at it, you might as well get me a couple of train tickets.
Yes, sir. Where to, sir?
Huh?
I said where to, sir.
Oh, Los Angeles. We'd taken care of everything. A note to my bank, supposedly from Ted, enclosing Philip Martin's check for $5,000, and a letter in my own handwriting explaining that I'd agreed to lend him that amount, and asking the bank to forward the money to my account in Los Angeles. My account is Ted Wolf. And we drafted a letter to the people in Ecuador, and in Los Angeles, Joe became Mrs. Ted Wolf. At first, everything clicked. I got the kind of a job a doctor would dream about, where I could write my own ticket and spend at least half my time entirely on research. And Joe started taking courses in a medical degree. Well, after all, she was only 24. And then, right here in broad daylight, in the hospital, it happened.
Hello.
Joe, pack a bag as quick as you can. Just enough for 2 or 3 days in the mountains. As fast as you can.
Phil.
It's Gwen. I saw her just now upstairs in the reception room.
Gwen, are you sure?
Absolutely sure.
Oh, no. Couldn't it be a coincidence, Phil? I mean, couldn't Gwen maybe just have happened to be...
Maybe. Listen, Joe. I've been thinking.
She mustn't know where we go.
That's just what I was thinking. Maybe it would be better if she did know where we were going.
If she did?
I don't know. Maybe just a coincidence. But if it is a showdown, the mountains would be a better place than here.
All right.
I'll phone the landlady.
Oh, Phil, is that safe?
Gwen won't talk, not until she's sure.
Charlton Apartments, Mrs. Burton.
Hello, Mrs. Burton. This is Dr. Wolf. I wonder if you'd do me a favor.
Oh, I'd be glad to, Dr. Wolf.
We're going out of town for a couple of days, and I just remembered that some friends said they might stop by. We thought they might like to join us, so I wanted them to know where we were.
All right.
Maybe you could just stick a note on our door where they could see it. We're going to Caribou Lake, and we'll be in the cottage at the very top of the mountain. It's straight up a dirt road from the lake. They can't miss it.
Caribou Lake, the cottage at the top of the mountain, up the dirt road from the lake. Is that all?
Yes, thank you, Miss Burton. That's all. Caribou Lake is nothing much more than just a general store where you can buy bake, hire boats and cottages. And that time of year, there's hardly anybody there except the people who run the store. And our cottage was a good 3 miles away up a twisting dirt road running above the lake, but you could see it good and plain even at night when the lights were on. We stopped at the store and both went in to buy the things we needed, food and kerosene, matches and stuff like that. And then we went on up the mountain. By that time, it was almost dark, and Joe fixed something for us to eat, and neither one of us could touch it. We were watching the road for lights of a car. It was about 8:30 when we saw them. They went right past the store without stopping, and they came on up the mountain. They couldn't have been anyone else but Gwen.
Well?
No, she didn't waste any time.
Phil, what if the car is rented?
Oh, she'd bring her own. She loves to drive.
Phil, you're not afraid, are you?
No, not anymore. I'll go.
Well, this is a surprise.
Hello, Gwen.
Dr. Martin. Always poised. Nothing surprises you, does it?
I suppose it was the check.
Partly. And then I happened to notice that a Dr. Theodore Wolf had married a Miss Josephine Reynolds in Los Angeles. It did occur to me that your idealistic friend must have been an awfully fast worker. Well, aren't you and your bride going to ask me in?
Come in, Mrs. Martin.
Thank you. Quite cozy, aren't you?
We have been.
Well, I'm sorry to break up your little idyll.
Cut it out, Gwen. What do you want?
Why, my dear man, what do you think I want?
The way things are now, you've got $200,000 worth of life insurance coming to you. Why don't you let us alone?
Philip, I don't know whether you realize how much worry and anguish you've caused me.
Sure, I know. I know just exactly how much.
Then perhaps you also know exactly how you stand with the law in this matter. I don't know about all this impersonation business, except that it would permanently ruin your career. But I do know that the laws covering bigamy are quite drastic.
I used to think that money meant everything to you, Gwen. I guess it doesn't.
I don't feel called upon to accept rebukes from you, Philip, for anything. Not after what you've done. I feel that I'm being most generous to both of you.
What is it exactly you want, Gwen?
Either you come back and we'll explain the whole thing as amnesia or something, or you'll both go to jail.
How could you?
You shut up.
Listen. Does anybody else know about this?
Of course not.
Nobody knows you came out here, or why.
After all, Philip, I do have some pride left. I just said I was taking a little trip to New York to forget.
All right. Well, just give us a couple of minutes to talk things over, will you? Alone.
Very well. Although I don't see that there's very much to talk about.
Will you go outside, or shall we?
I'll go. I'll wait in the car.
Oh, Phil.
It's all right, Joe. I don't mind now.
Neither do I.
Do you think you can do it?
Me?
Yes, I'll have to have an alibi.
Have you thought about how...
Yeah, all day, I guess. But it's all right. It's good. She'll disappear the same way I did.
Fire?
Yeah. Only I'll have to be down at the store when it happens. This place will go up like kindling. And when they pull her out, they'll think it's you. Nobody knows she's here. And I'll be there to say it is you.
How are you going to
I got that all fixed. It's down in the cellar. All you have to do is... Here. Use this hatchet. Can you?
Yes, I will.
And then go out to the car and get on the floor in the back seat under a blanket. Lock it from the inside. I can probably get away right afterwards.
All right, Phil.
I'll see you in the car. The whole thing shouldn't take more than a couple of hours.
Phil, you're not afraid.
Are you?
No, I'm glad.
Gwen?
Yes?
Come on in.
Well, have you decided?
Yes. You might as well eat with us. There'll be a few details to talk over.
I'm not sure I feel much like eating in this house, Philip.
Well, I'm not going to start back hungry. Give me the keys to your car, will you? It's blocking mine. I've got to go down to the store and get something for dinner.
Really, Philip?
Oh, stop griping. You've won. Give me the keys.
Very well. But I wouldn't try any mad dashes if I were you.
Oh, don't be a fool, Gwen.
No, I don't suppose you would. Alone.
She went in. I took the keys. First, I went around back and down cellar. Put a lot of old newspapers around the wood pile and doused the whole thing with kerosene. And then I cut a stub of a plumber's candle and set it on the papers and lit it. I knew just about how long it'd take the candle to burn down, about 45 minutes, something like that. And then I went out and got in Gwen's car and started down the mountain without lights. At the drop above the lake, I put it in low, crammed on the wheels, and jumped out. It bounced once and then went over where there's about 40 feet of water. Unless somebody told them where to look, they'd never find it. All that had taken about 15 minutes. The walk down to the store took about 20 more.
Forget something, Dr. Wolf?
Yep, like a fool with tobacco. I can't get through the night without a pipe.
Know just how it is. Walk down?
Yep, working up an appetite.
Here you are. You folks have callers tonight?
No. Oh, why? Why?
Thought I saw a car go up your way a while back.
Oh, I saw the lights. They didn't come up. Somebody must have made the wrong turn. Didn't they come back?
I don't know. I was out back for a spell. You see that car come back by, Daisy?
You must have seen it all right, about an hour ago.
Seems like I did hear a car about there.
Sure, that was it.
Yep, pretty sure I did.
Julie don't always see so good, but she hears plenty. Huh, Ma?
Look at here, Ed. Look it up there.
Huh?
Looks like a fire.
Hey. Why, it is a fire. Why, golly, Doc, that looks like your place.
Oh, it couldn't be. But it must be.
Big, too. We better get up there, Doc.
Oh, do you have your car?
We'll go in the truck. It's right outside. The boys can bring Ma along in the car. Did you hear that, Ma?
Yep. Lenny, Johnny, get out the car.
All right, come on, Doc. Oh, my, I sure hope everything's all right.
Yeah, so do I. cottage was all wood and dry, and it was completely gone by the time we got there. It was the boys who dragged her out of the embers.
I wouldn't look if I was you, Doctor.
Oh, Joe.
Must have been quick anyway. She's burnt almost to nothing.
Hey, Ma, you better go on, Doc. We'll take care of everything.
All right.
Want one of the boys to go with you?
No, I'll get in touch with you from town. I'll make the arrangements down there and send down for the...
Yes, well, you just go on. We'll see to everything now.
All right.
I'm awful sorry, Dr. Wolf.
I climbed into the car and started down the mountain. When I was around the first bend, I reached over with one hand and touched the blanket on the floor behind me. Are you all right?
Yes, Philip. I'm quite all right.
Gwen. Gwen has never told me how it happened. But of course she killed her. We both killed her. I know that I'm trapped. I'm hopelessly, irrevocably trapped by the terrible burden of guilt we share between us, as she is. I know now that two people held together by such a frightful bond cannot both go on living, for that bond can be broken in only one way. One of the two must die. And so I write this only to have the true facts brought to light in the event of such a death. For no matter how innocent it may appear, no matter how natural the cause, no matter how plausible the accident, it will be no accident. It will be murder. Cold-blooded, calculated, deliberate murder.
And now the local news. Dr. Philip Martin, who has been in ill health for the past 3 months while recovering from an attack of amnesia, died today in his home from an overdose of sleeping sedative. He is survived by his widow, Mrs. Gwendolyn Martin.
Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A. Made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. Before we hear again from James Stewart, the star of Consequence, tonight's suspense play, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. Here's a suggestion that will make tomorrow night's fish dinner a meal to remember. Delight your family by serving delicious pale gold Roma California Sauterne. The delightful bouquet and delicate, tempting taste of Roma Sauterne bring out the flavor fullness, the real appetizing goodness of fish or fowl. Lend an air of friendly companionship to the meal. And best of all, you can enjoy Roma Sauterne often. It costs so little, actually only pennies a glass. Join the millions who have made Roma America's first choice. The reason? Roma gives you true wine taste luxury at low price. Make Roma Sauterne with seafood a regular Friday night custom. Get several bottles of delicious, inexpensive Roma Sauterne tomorrow. Insist on Roma, R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is Jimmy Stewart again. Suspense is a radio show that got started just about the time I first found myself overseas. And with everybody, it has always been one of the 2 or 3 top favorites. I've been looking forward for a long time to my appearance with the show tonight. And next Thursday, that very swell actor Richard Green will be your star in his first broadcast since he joined the British Army 4.5 years ago.
Next Thursday, same time, Roma Wines will bring you Mr. Richard Green as star of Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Produced by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Roma Wines present
Suspense.
Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Salud. Your health, senor.
Roma Wines toast the world. The wine for your table is Roma Wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is the Man in Black, here for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California, to introduce this weekly half hour of Suspense. Tonight from Hollywood, Roma Wines bring you Miss Fay Bainter, Mr. Ralph Morgan, and Mr. Dane Clark in a suspense play dealing with a mother and a son and a lodger who kept an appointment with death. And so, with Life Ends at Midnight, and with the performances of Fay Bainter as Mrs. Bates, of Dane Clark as her son Walter, and of Ralph Morgan as Mr. Chalmers, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
That's right, Mom. It's your little sonny boy, Waller. You still remember my whistle, eh?
Oh, yes, But I didn't know.
Never know when I'll turn up, eh, Mom? What's the matter? Do we have to stand here in the hall?
Oh, no. Come in. It's just... Come in, Walter.
Well, it's the same old crummy joint.
I do my best to keep it clean, Walter.
Yeah, I know. A regular old Mother Hubbard. You have to clean up the whole south side before you get the magoo out of this flea bag. Boy, am I tired. Up all night in a stinking day coach full of snoring jerks and squalling babies. Babies are the worst. All they do is bawl and slobber.
You left Pittsburgh last night?
1 a.m, didn't sleep a wink. Yeah, look at my collar.
But tomorrow is Monday. You have to be at work in the morning.
Sure, What's the matter? You worried?
Oh, no, I just...
Don't just. Can't a guy come home to see his mother once in 6 months? That's a mother for you. You break your back, you sit up all night to see your mother for 1 day, and she tells you have to be at work in the morning. How do you like it?
Walter, I'm sorry. I didn't miss you so. I just worried about...
Yeah, I know. Well, don't worry so much. It makes me nervous.
Here, sit at the table, dear. You must be starved.
Oh, all right. Now it's like coming home.
Oh, my baby. I'm so glad to see you. You did come just to see me, didn't you?
Who else? Hattie Lamar?
Well, of course you came to see me. It's just that I always worry so about you,
Forget it. Well, what's to eat?
I was just making a chop for my lunch. That's all there seems to be in the house right now.
It'll be enough for me.
It'll be ready in a minute. Now tell me about yourself, your job.
Never mind about me. How you doing?
Well, I try not to complain, Walter. Things are not easy. Prices high, rents going up all the time, even on this old house. Honest, I don't know what I'm going to do if things don't...
You had some bonds Papa left you. You had about $2,000 bonds he left you. Still got
Well,
them?
I'm trying to tell you, Walter, things haven't been easy. And...
Always a poor mouth. Every time I see her, she's putting on a poor mouth.
I'm just saying things aren't easy.
And for me, do you think it's a picnic? I got enough trouble, and for what? For what? All year I worked like crazy. For what?
A man must work, Walter.
A man must work, Walter.
Yes, that's true. A man must work and live like a person, and not be afraid so that he can sleep without worrying about...
About what?
About a bell ringing at night, or a knock on the door in the morning, or someone touching you on the arm. Yes, it's a nice feeling and a free feeling to be able to walk down the street in the sun with your eyes meeting another man's without wondering if he...
Shut up! I ain't in trouble against her. Stop mouthing at me. You're always mouthing at me.
You haven't... You know what the judge said the last time, Walter? He was nice. Now, he gave you another chance. He saw you were really a good boy, and he gave you another chance. He got you a nice job, and you promised to... You must... Oh, you're all right, Walter. You didn't...
Meatball. A herring on a plate all your life. You're a tomcat in the garbage. You find a fish head and you say, thank you, mister. You chew a fish good and you smile pretty. Well, not for me. You take a chance and you throw away the fish heads. You get one break and you're out of the garbage can for life. You throw a time clocks and shiny pants. You're in a higher bracket so nobody gets you. Yeah, you're a mister with a future. You hold your nose when you walk in the day coach of your compartment. You leave the stinks behind in a pot of dusty air in front of you, and that's for me. One break. One breaking, you're as hot as a rocket shooting diamonds for sparks.
Walter!
You're a P-38 in the world full of flivvers. A buck gets you 2, 2 gets you 4.
Walter!
Good for one blonde to kick her and a kiss her.
Walter!
It's all right. I took another chance. I try to run it up. No dice. I gotta make it good. Tomorrow morning, I gotta make it good. The books of the office will show it, and I gotta make it good.
How much?
$1,500.
$1,500.
By midnight tonight, $1,500. If I miss that 12:20 for Pittsburgh, it's all up. I might as well take gas.
$1,500. By midnight tonight. Where am I going to get it, Walter?
The bonds. You got the bonds, Papa.
The bonds. How do you think I got you out of the last trouble? Bribes, bail, paying back every dime. Where do you think I got it?
I'll get 10 years. You heard the judge last time.
What can I do? What?
10
What?
years and stir. 10 years. There won't be no reform school this time.
Walter,
Oh, look,
Walter.
please. Please, Ma, please, get me the money. Get it for me. I'll be good. I'll work hard. I won't give you no more trouble, but help me now. Please, Mama, please. Will
Where
you,
can I get it, Walter? I've nothing left. Nothing.
I don't care where you get it. It's your fault, and you gotta help me. I only wanted to help you,
Yes.
and now I'm gonna...
Yes. It is my fault. I've always protected you, but I can't protect you anymore. I'll give you the few dollars I have. Go away. It'll be enough to help you run away. That's all I can do.
You're holding out on me. You're worrying about your old age. You're making yourself a cushy little...
I'm sorry. I hope I'm not intruding.
Who's this?
Oh, Mr. Chalmers. This is Mr. Chalmers, Walter. He has the back bedroom. This is my son, Walter, Mr. Chalmers.
How do you do, Mr. Bates? I feel that I know you very well. Your mother and I sit here in the kitchen sometimes over a cup of tea, and she talks about you for hours and hours. Yes, I can see why Mother is so proud of you. How do you do, Mr. Bates? Yes, you're a fine-looking young man. Mrs. Bates, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to the corner for my paper. I think that little man with the tiny mustache, you know who I mean, the insurance agent, I think he might call again to collect. Please tell him to go away. You will do that for me, Mrs. Bates.
Yes, Mr. Chalmers.
Thank you, Mrs. Bates. Tell him not to come back anymore. I don't want to pay any more on the policy. You remember I told you my nephew was very sick in Spokane?
Yes, Mr. Chalmers.
Well, the poor young man passed away, yes. I was going to leave him a few dollars when I died. But now, well, I have no one left at all. And, well, $1 a week. You'll tell that to the little man with the tiny mustache?
Yes, Mr. Chalmers.
Thank you, Mrs. Bates. Good day, Mr. Bates.
Walter, I have $40 in the house for the rent. You can take that. Draw me a card when you get settled someplace. Let me know where you are. I'll send you some more as soon as I can get it. Maybe later I'll be able to straighten it out. Maybe later I'll be able to speak to your boss. I'll promise to pay back every dime, but you must go away. You must.
Tell me something about Mr. Chalmers. He interests me very strangely.
Walter.
Don't be so nervous, Ma. We got plenty of time. We got till midnight.
Tonight for Suspense, Roma Wines bring you as stars Fay Bainter, Ralph Morgan, and Dane Clark. You have heard them in the prologue to our suspense play this evening, Robert Tallman's story, Life Ends at Midnight. Before we return to the scene of our play, let us journey in fancy to Havana and sit at a table in the gay Restaurant Paris.
At the next table, we see perhaps a farewell party given for an American visitor. The American is wondering how he'll be able to repay in his own country the hospitality shown him in Cuba. Reassuringly, his Cuban host might remark, "Es muy fácil, amigo. Just be sure to serve wonderful Roma wine. It is wine imported by us from your own country. Roma wine." Indeed, Americans can well be proud that judges of fine wines in so many lands now acclaim the wines of California among the world's most enjoyable of all time. Of these truly superb wines, Roma wines are especially honored by the number of countries now importing them for enjoyment as rare luxuries. But Roma wines are not lacking in honors bestowed them here in America, because Roma wines are America's largest selling wines. If you aren't already one of the millions enjoying Roma wines regularly as a delicious beverage anytime, to add sparkle to any meal, to smarten your entertaining, make your own taste test to choose your favorite, choosing from Roma Wine's many different wine types. When you learn their modest cost here in America, with no import duty to pay, no expensive shipping charges to absorb, you'll know why we say Roma Wines are for your daily enjoyment. I'll spell out the name for you. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
And now it is with pleasure that we bring back to our soundstage Fay Beta, Ralph Morgan, and Dane Clark in Life Ends at Midnight, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Yes, I do think I'll have another cup if you don't mind, Mrs. Bates.
Now, Mr. Chalmers, suppose you look at it this way. You've been paying $1 a week for how many years now?
I'd say 20 years would be a conservative estimate.
All right, 20 years. Now, let's see, that's $50 a year. Say that's $1,000 you paid in, no?
Yes, $1,000. This coffee cake, Mrs. Bates, is excellent.
Do you like it? I made it yesterday when
Forget the coffee cake. Now, let's figure percentage. How many more years do you figure to live?
Walter.
Oh, that's all right, Mrs. Bates. After all, I'm an old man, and at my age, one rather, comes to terms with death. It's like the end of a long, busy day. Life ends at midnight, and a new day begins. Yes, Walter, I think you're on the verge of making a very profound observation.
You see?
My policy is for $2,500. And in the days that are left to me, I certainly will not be required to pay in as much as I have already paid out.
That's the exact point. And if you drop it now, will you get anything back? No. You got a straight life with no cash in value. If you drop the policy now, the insurance company is the winner. But say you live another couple of years. You pay a couple of hundred more. And you leave the $2,500 to somebody. Now, which is a smart thing, I leave it to you.
Yes, I should like to think that when I'm gone, I've left something behind for someone. Mr. Chalmers? Oh, yes, I'll always remember him for this. It's nice to live on in somebody's memory for a little while after we're dead. But A, I have no one in this world. And B, I must be very, very frank and tell you that I can no longer afford to pay even the $1 a week. You see, I live on a
That's a problem of the most minor importance. For anybody who invests in you now, $1 a week would be gilt-edged. I mean, for instance, take my mother here. Now, suppose you made her the beneficiary. Now, suppose she continued to pay the $1 a week. Who can lose on such a deal? Who can lose? Nobody. You get the point?
Oh, no, I couldn't. Why, it's...
Why not? It's simple, huh?
No, Mr. Chalmers, no, you mustn't.
Let Mr. Chalmers decide. Huh, Mr. Chalmers? It makes good sense, no? Makes everybody happy, no?
But we're practically strangers. We just...
What do you mean, strangers? Who's a stranger in this world? We're just little people trying to make each other happy. Huh, Mr. Chalmers? Now, Mr. Chalmers here can die feeling he didn't waste $1 a week for 20 years, and he'll know he'll live in your memory. That's what he wants. Now, why shouldn't he have it? Ain't every man entitled to at least live in somebody's memory?
Yes, but Mr. Chalmers doesn't have to do that. I'll think about him anyway. I promise I will. He don't
Let
have...
him say something. You're always mouthing. Now, what do you say, Mr. Chalmers?
Oh, that must be the little man with the tiny mustache. I'll tell him I'm keeping the policy and changing the beneficiary. Oh, could you let me have the loan of $1, Mr. Bates?
Hey, hurry it up, will you? The old man's coming home in a minute or two. He takes his nap about this time. I want this ready for him.
Oh, relax, Sonny, relax. I can't finish this job today.
What are you giving me?
It'll take a joint and another length of pipe.
Oh, fix it up. You're a good plumber. You can fix it up for now.
Hey, the room's pretty small. Why do you want the heater so close to the bed for him?
Like I told you, he's got rheumatism. He needs plenty of heat.
Well, I can run a rubber extension, but with gas, I don't like it.
Okay, so with gas, you don't like it, but with gas, we gotta run this heater. The old man's got rheumatics. He can take plenty of gas.
Huh?
The heat, I mean. He needs plenty. What are you doing now?
Tighten this joint.
Look, it's tight enough. Here's your $3 and...
Okay. Okay, you're the boss.
Bring your tools the next time.
I won't be any next time, Sonny.
What are you giving me now?
You can get somebody else to do your dirty work after this. So long, Skippy.
Skippy? Oh, come on, Skippy. Pull yourself together. We got work to do. Hiya, Pop.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, this used to be my room. The steam don't come up here so good, so I talked the old lady into fixing this up for you.
Well, that was very thoughtful of you, Walter.
Thanks. I stuffed up the cracks in the window, too. 0 weather. It gets plenty of drafty in this room.
You thought of everything, didn't you, Walter?
Huh? Yeah, it ought to work out just fine.
It'll do the job, I think. I'm going to take a little nap before dinner. Do you think the heater...
Just leave it on. I'll look in after a bit to see if it's okay.
Well, now, you needn't go to all that trouble.
No, it's no trouble at all, Mr. Chalmers. When I do a thing, I like to do it right.
Oh. Well, who's there? Is that you, Walter?
Yeah, go on back to sleep, Pop. I'm just turning the heater off. It's getting stuffy in here.
Oh, you're a good, considerate boy, Walter.
Go on, skip it. Go on back to sleep.
Please don't walk so fast, Walter. My feet are hurting me again.
You can buy new shoes tomorrow.
I'd like to know what with.
Maybe you'll have dough tomorrow. Maybe we'll both have some dough.
If a miracle happened.
Maybe miracles do happen. Maybe if you're smart.
Where are you taking me to, Walter?
Nowhere in particular. I thought we'd stroll around the old neighborhood. You know, like old times.
Why, that's a nice idea, Walter. But my feet...
Hello, Mrs. Bates.
Good evening, Officer Flanagan. This is my son, Walter. He's just here from Pittsburgh.
Glad to know you.
How's business, Copper?
Oh, much the same. Vagrancy, petty larceny, once in a while a suicide.
Suicide?
Yeah, that's what they start out to do, but it's harder to get bumped off than most people think.
Huh?
Case just last week over in the next precinct. Dame turned on the gas in her room and lay down on the bed.
What happened?
Nothing. Always bungle somewhere. Amateurs. Gas petered out. She forgot to put a quarter in the meter. 7 o'clock. I got to call in. Well, good night, Mr. Bates.
Good night, Officer.
Nice to meet you, Walter.
Ma,
Yes, Walter.
when did you put a quarter in the meter at home?
Why, I don't remember. Goodness, I'd better get some change.
Never mind the change. Come on.
Walter, why did you ask about the gas meter?
What do you think?
Walter, you didn't... That isn't why you put the heater in, Mr. Chalmers.
What do you think?
I don't think anything. I just pray that quarter ran out
Save your
before...
prayers. Look, if that didn't work, I'll try another way. Either that old cluck is dead before midnight or I spend 10 years in stir. He's going to be dead before midnight, see? And if you try to make any trouble, you'll be pushing daisies right along with him. Stop sniveling. We're going in there now. Now, look, if it took, scream your head off, or I'll give you a reason to scream.
Gas. I can smell it.
Come on.
Oh, well, good evening, Walter. Mrs. Bates. I was just on my way out.
Oh, Mr. Chalmers, you're all right. You're all right.
Of course he's all right. What's eating you?
I have a slight headache, it's true. But a brisk walk in the open air will cure that, I'm sure.
Hey, look at this.
What is it, Walter?
This hose on a heater. You got unhitched. No wonder you got a headache.
I thought I smelled gas.
Boy, it's lucky for you Mom forgot to put a quarter in the meter.
Providence works in strange ways, doesn't it, Walter? Well, I must be getting on. I'll be coming home rather late, Mrs. Bates, so I'll just let myself in.
How late?
Well, I thought I'd stop at the neighborhood picture house for dinner. That'll be around 9 o'clock. so I imagine I won't be home much before 11.
Mr. Chalmers, there's something I wanted to
Yes,
tell...
Mrs. Bates.
Walter's a good boy at heart, you know, but he's been in some trouble lately, and...
Is there anything I can do to help, Walter?
Yeah, plenty. I'll tell you all about it when you get back. Come on, you better run along now, Mr. Chalmers. You don't want to be late for that picture.
Yes, of course. Well, good night, Mrs. Bates.
Mr. Chalmers, there...
Good night, Mr. Chalmers.
Yes, good night.
Oh, Walter, Walter, no! No, my book, no!
You're going to tell him, weren't you? You'd like to send me to the chair, wouldn't you?
You struck your own mother.
I ought to have messed up your sad monkey face, but good.
Oh,
It's your fault I balled us up in the first place. Why didn't you remember to put a quarter on that meter? Why didn't you?
I'm glad I forgot. He wouldn't be alive.
I shouldn't have messed around with gas, trying to spare your feelings, making you look like an accident.
Oh, no.
The thanks I get for it. She wants to blab the whole thing. Turn me in, my own mother.
No, Walter, no, that's not true.
Why, you...
Don't strike me again, Walter. I can't stand it.
Okay. Maybe now you'll cooperate. Now, look, let's put it this way. It's either you or him. If it's you, I don't care whether they get me or not. Are you listening?
Oh, yes, Walter.
Okay, now, like I said, I got very little time to get this thing done. I ought to have done it neat and clean in the first place, like I said. He's old and weak. You just push him over on a bed, hold a pillow over his face for a few minutes, and the job's done. Nobody will ask any questions, a guy that old.
Walter, for the last time, I'm begging.
Okay, make sure it's for the last time. Remember, it's you or him, like I said.
What are you going to do?
Now, look. I'll be waiting in his room when he comes home. Shot anyway, so I'll lay down and get 40 winks. You wait up for him. Tell him I've left to catch a train. That's in case he suspects anything. When he comes to his room, I'll take care of the rest of it.
How do you know I won't warn him?
Because it's him or you, like I told you. I don't think you'll warn Mr. Chalmers. And don't try to stall him when he comes in. He's got to be dead by midnight. Or else.
Get the evening paper here. Oh, evening, Mr. Chalmers.
Evening, Joe. I'll have the late edition of the Daily News as usual.
Oh, I saved one out for you, Mr. Chalmers.
Thank you. Good night, Joe.
Good night.
Oh, by the way, Joe, I almost forgot. Can you give me the change of $1?
Oh, sure, Mr. Chalmers. Yes, here you are. 50, 75, 85, 90, and $1.
Well, thank you. I just happened to think of something I need change for. A little good deed for a friend of mine.
Oh, Mr. Chalmers.
Well, I didn't think you'd be up so late, Mrs. Bates.
I waited up especially. I wanted to talk to you about Walter.
Mrs. Bates, your eye, it's all discolored.
Yes, the light burned out in the bathroom, and when I went to replace it in the dark, that is, I bumped into the door.
Now, I would have thought Walter would have done that for you.
No, Walter didn't. I mean, Walter's left already. He had to catch the 12:20 for Pittsburgh, you know.
But it's only 11 now. The clock...
Perhaps he had some things to do on the way, I mean.
Of course. Well, I'm afraid I must be getting on to bed.
No, not just yet. I mean, won't you sit down for a minute and have a cup of tea with me?
Well, I'd like to, but tea keeps me awake, Mrs. Bates. I'll be getting along to my room now, if you don't mind.
No, don't go into that room, Mr. Chalmers.
Why, Mrs. Bates, whatever's the trouble?
My son, Walter, there's something I must tell you.
Forgive me, Mrs. Bates, but I'm an old man, and I need my rest. If it could possibly wait until morning...
No, it can't wait until morning. It's got to be told before midnight.
What was that? Sounds like someone moving about in the back of the house.
One of the shutters, it's loose. The wind...
Oh, you were saying, Mrs. Bates?
Nothing. I can't tell you after all. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to tell it. Afraid.
There, Mrs. Bates. Perhaps in the morning. Try to get some rest.
You're going in there now?
I think that will be the best thing to do all the way around. Don't you, Mrs. Bates? Good night.
No, wait.
Mrs. Bates, What is it, Mrs. Bates?
Smell. Gas. Walter. Walter!
Why don't you lie down for a few minutes, Mrs. Bates? I'll call you when the ambulance arrives.
Listen. It's striking 12. Dead before midnight. That's what he said. Dead before midnight.
Poor lad. Fell asleep. If only I hadn't remembered to go back for that change.
You did it. You put the quarter in the meter. That's what turned on the gas that killed him.
Well, you mentioned the gas having gone off and forgetting to put a quarter in the meter. So on the way to the picture house, I just went around to the back entry and dropped the coin. I suppose I should have remembered about the connection being loose on the heater in my room. But I wanted to surprise you with my good deed. I didn't mean to do anything wrong, Mrs. Bates. Truly, I didn't.
No. You didn't do anything wrong, Mr. Chalmers. You didn't do anything wrong.
And so closes Life Ends at Midnight, starring Fay Bainter, Ralph Morgan, and Dane Clark. Tonight's tale of suspense.
Miss Bainter appeared by courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of Madame Curie. Dane Clark is currently being seen in the Warner Brothers production Destination Tokyo. Before Ralph Morgan returns to our microphone, let me give you a suggestion. The suggestion you will find can add to the success of your next dinner party at home. At one end of the dining table, place a bottle of Roma wines, not sweet, not dry, Burgundy. At the other table end, place a bottle of Roma wines, delicately delicious Sauterne. Then, let each of your guests select the Roma wine to his liking. You'll know that whatever the individual choice of a guest, both of these Roma California wines will delight by their superb quality, the quality that has made Roma wines America's largest selling wines. Whichever of Roma wine's many different California wine types you choose at your dealers, the small purchase price he asks will surprise and delight you, while the superb quality of these good Roma wines will win your full accord with the judgment of wine experts of many lands that Roma wines are truly magnificent. Let me repeat the name. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is Ralph Morgan. First, I'm sure I speak for all of us, Miss Bainter, Mr. Clark, and myself, in saying how much we've enjoyed appearing on Suspense this evening. We'll all be listening, as we hope you will, next week when Miss Agnes Moorehead is your star in one of the most talked-about plays ever to be presented in this series, called Sorry, Wrong Number. And now one more word. Here's something our fighting men may never forget. The price of victory is sacrifice. You help bring the victory nearer when you make the sacrifices that make it possible for you to buy more war bonds. Thank you.
Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear. Don't forget then next Monday for Agnes Moorehead in Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Now, Roma Wines present
Suspense. Tonight, Dateline, Lisbon, starring John Hodiak.
Suspense is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's Roma, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now, a glass full would be very pleasant as Roma Wines bring you
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California, who tonight from Hollywood bring you a star, the rising new film personality whose performance you admired in Lifeboat, and whom you will soon be seeing co-starring with Lana Turner in MGM's Marriage is a Private Affair, Mr. John Hodiak. For our suspense play this evening, we ask you to project time into the not-too-distant future. And so with Dateline Lisbon, and with the performance of John Hodiak as William Baldwin, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
Your name? William Baldwin. Occupation? I was a foreign correspondent.
At the time, that is, of the murder with which you were charged?
Around that time, yes.
I see. Now, Mr. Baldwin, would you be good enough to tell the court where you were on October the 5th, 1944?
I was in Lisbon, Portugal.
Can't you be more specific?
Look, when you say I was in Lisbon during the invasion, you've told most of your story right there. You know the place.
Yes, we know it. I should say that at one time or another during the course of the war, most of us here had occasion to pass through that port.
That was the big way station, all right. The neutral terminal for the boys who worked for the Allies, those lined up with the Axis. You'd see a crowd from the Soviet, anxious to get back to the Eastern Front and the sound of the Internationale. You'd see right behind them, maybe, a delegation of Nazis, glad to be away from any front and sick of the Horst Wessel song. The lads from London with their briefcases and striped trousers and Rule Britannia very clear in their ears. They were there, too. So were the guys from Warsaw. Their clothes getting a little threadbare, but the Polonaise sounding as fresh and strong as it did 4 years before. And the French, not the Vichy'ites, but the ones who might be at the very next table, the free ones, who never stopped hearing La Marseillaise. Brass hats, underground agents, refugees, and heels. That was Lisbon. It was about 5 or 6 in the evening when I walked into the lobby of the Hotel da Gama. You know the place, right in the center of town. Anyway, I happened to glance up and I saw this girl standing about midway on that big marble staircase that leads down from the mezzanine. She had a Leica camera up to her face and was drawing a bead on the whole lobby.
No pare, señorita.
Suddenly, a little fella yelled up to her to stop. And as he did, a fat guy standing at the desk whipped around. He spotted the girl, too. The next second, he was the scaredest-looking character I'd ever seen. He whirled back, away from the camera, but she'd already clicked the shutter. In another second, I got a shock myself. The girl lowered the camera from her face and... yeah, it had to be her. She came down the staircase, winding up the film in the Leica, then started across the lobby, and I was sure it was Terry. I hadn't seen her since I'd left New York, but you couldn't mistake that stride, not even after all those years. I walked across the lobby to her, but the little guy, the one who yelled, had a head start.
If you say so, senor. But I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
Ah, American. 3,000 pardons, Mrs. I simply wish to apologize for my outburst. Clearly, it was...
Outburst? I'm sorry, senor, but I don't get it, even in English.
It was when you were on the staircase. He yelled at you.
At me? But what on earth for?
I don't think he wanted you to take that picture.
Are you serious? Why should... No.
Hello, Terry.
Bill Baldwin. It must be...
12 years.
I didn't mean that. I mean... since I've even heard about you.
I've heard about you, though. You've been doing all right.
I've been busy.
Terry Moore covers the Burma front. Terry Moore turns candid camera on Allied leaders. Terry Moore shoots Parade Magazine Picture of the Week. You've been getting more publicity than Hitler.
I work for a better concern. Bill, what on earth are you doing here? There's so much...
We're being rude to your little friend.
Oh, excuse me, senor. You objected to my taking the picture?
Oh, no, Mrs. Not at all. That is the point I wish to clear up. Oh, permit me. I am Don Luis Fernando Sanchez Jesus de la Castellano Cristobal, the third.
How do you do?
But my friends call me Mosca.
I can understand why.
Yes. Mrs., I should very much like to buy that picture.
Buy it?
Precisely.
Well, that won't be necessary. I happen to have a developing outfit upstairs in my room. I'll run you off a copy myself. That's in case you can't wait till you see it in the magazine.
The magazine? This picture you took, will be published?
Oh, yes. Simply a shot to display the color of the city, the hotel.
Oh, I see. Mrs., this may at first appear to be a somewhat extraordinary request. The fact is, I am a great admirer of your work, and I wondered if perhaps...
You could have the original, the negative.
Well, yes, senor, I did have that in mind. Oh, do not be concerned. I'm quite prepared to go as high as, let us say, $5,000 in cash.
Oh, come now.
Well, then let us say 10.
What is this, a rib?
Oh, no, Mrs. It is an offer.
$10,000? You know something, senor? You're insane. But I'm not, and I'll take it.
Wait a second, Terry. I don't think I'd do that.
Forgive me, but my proposition was the Mrs. only.
You could have put it more plainly.
Now, listen, you don't think he wants to pay a silly price like that for just a good view of the lobby? He could get that on one of those penny postcards around here.
I don't care what he wants it for. All I know...
You don't care what he wants it for because you don't even know what's in it. For all you know, you've got the hottest picture of your whole career right in that camera of yours.
Mrs., it is necessary that we complete the trade without any further discussion.
$10,000 in exchange for the negative.
That is correct.
If you don't mind, senor, perhaps I had better think it over for a while.
Oh, I'm afraid that will not be possible. The offer is good only now.
Then, adios, senor.
Let us trust you are making no mistake. Hasta la vista, Mrs. Buenas noches, senor.
Well, was that stupid enough to suit you? $10,000 right down the drain.
How'd you like to make 50?
What?
I said, how'd you like to make $50,000? There's another guy around here who'd go for that negative. A fat fella. He was standing over there by the desk, right in the center of your camera when you clicked the shutter.
I never saw
I did. And I saw him try to dodge. From where I was standing, it looked like a $50,000 dodge, too.
Why, you rot. You were holding out for a bigger price, a bigger cut for you, I suppose.
Do you believe that?
Oh, I don't know. After all, I haven't much to go on, have I? 12 years is a long time. How do I know what you're like now? What you've become?
I mentioned the fat man, Terry, because I think that picture's more important than you'll be willing to believe.
Bill, listen to me. I want to know what happened to you. Your articles, your pieces about Europe, they just stopped. So did your letters.
There's something you've got to understand, Terry.
Your pardon, please. Senorita Moore?
Yes, I'm Terry Moore.
Yes, you are wanted at the front desk, please.
Front desk? What for?
I do not know, senorita. If you will follow me.
Want me to hold your camera?
Thanks, but I think I'll feel better taking care of it myself.
Okay, Terry. Hurry back. I'll be right here waiting for you. I'd been standing there about a minute, gentlemen, when I looked up and saw the fat guy. He stepped out of one of the lobby phone booths and headed for the cocktail lounge. I didn't want to lose track of him, so I followed. Pretty soon out came Terry. She had a funny look on her face.
Okay, so you're right, and I hope you're satisfied.
What happened? Get a better offer?
Yes, my life.
Your life?
In return for leaving my camera on the third floor fire escape within the next 20 minutes, I shall be permitted to go on living. Otherwise...
No, don't sit down. Who told you all that?
I don't know.
That's a silly remark. You don't know.
The call was waiting for me at the desk. It was somebody on the other end of the telephone.
Oh. Excuse me. My friend. You at the table.
Stone deaf.
An dem Tisch dort. Gestatten Sie?
Well, how did you learn to speak?
Ja, jawohl.
Mind if we join you?
Bedauere, ich spreche kein Englisch.
Sound like the voice on the telephone?
How can I tell if he doesn't speak English? What did he say?
He said he doesn't speak English.
Oh.
Wait a second. Excuse me, pal, but I'd like you to meet the young lady you talked to on the phone. She,
Now, können Sie nicht sehen, dass ich beschäftigt
You better
bin?
speak English. Every time she hears German, she goes to pieces. Creates a terrific scene.
You will be good enough to leave me alone. I do not wish your company.
Thank you. What about that, Terry?
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Good. Have a seat. Oh, that's all right. Don't get up here. I don't believe I caught your name.
Look, if you do not leave at once, I shall call the manager.
I'll be glad to do it for you. You know, my friend, now that I've got a good look at you, I can't help feeling I've seen you before somewhere.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Medius Fräulein, you are very much mistaken.
Oh, not with photographs, I'm not. I've studied too many of them. And that's where I've seen you, in a photograph.
Now, let me tell you something. You have never seen me before. That's my advice to you.
Except that there's something different. The clothes, I think. The white collar. Yes.
You're right, Terry. The civilian clothes. I've got them spotted, too. And not in a photograph. I'm going by a man I've seen 100 times. At the head of a parade, on a dais in a public square.
Now, listen.
In the back seat of an open touring car with guards on either side.
You are a fool. I tell you for a fact, you are a fool.
You see, I used to cover Poland for a number of American papers. And you granted me an interview once.
Bill, he isn't...
The general? Yes. General von Klaus, one of the most prolific executioners the Fuhrer ever had.
What stupid people you must be. Why did you not stop when I advised you? Don't you see? There's nothing I can do now except take the Fräulein's camera and kill the two of you.
Now, look, I happen to have a gun, too, so you can put that thing away. Anyway, you're not crazy enough to kill us here.
No, senor. He is not that crazy.
Mosca.
You will please put the gun away. But I must... You will put the gun out of sight. So, you will now follow me from this room.
No, I will not leave these people and permit them to...
Quiet. Do you want to bring everyone to this table? Do you wish a special spotlight for yourself?
Oh, listen to me. I am the one in danger.
I am the one in charge. You will do as I tell you to do.
Or you won't get him out of Europe?
You see, he knows.
All right, shut the mouth.
Well, what are you charging him, Mosca? Every cent he ever stole? It's worth it, you know. If the Poles knew this character was here, they'd tear him limb from limb.
You talk a great deal, senor. Von Klaus, you will please get up from the chair. You must understand that nothing can be accomplished so long as we are here. We shall continue our negotiations with these charming people at some other time and place.
At the German embassy, let's say?
No.
How would you like that, Head General?
My friends, you first must get to the embassy. Again, Mrs. Hasta la vista and adios, senor.
The German embassy, Bill. But he's a Nazi, a big one.
That's right, and he's also taking it on the lam. The final squeeze is about to begin, and the general's deserting his post. The Germans would kill him as soon as the Poles.
Yes, that's why he can't afford to have us talk.
And Mosca can't afford to lose his feet.
Oh, Bill, what'll we do? You heard what he said. They'll be watching every exit for the rest of the night.
Good. Meanwhile, we'll go dancing.
Dancing?
Yep. Across the floor to that door on the other side of the band. And we're going to slip through that door, up the service stairs, and into your room.
My room?
That's right. And you're going to develop the general's picture.
Tonight for Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as star Mr. John Hodiak, whom you have heard in the prologue to Dateline Lisbon by Harold Medford. Tonight's tale of suspense.
Yes, it is true that our own wonderful vineyard country in California produces in Roma wines that discriminating people in many foreign lands esteem as an imported delicacy. Yet you here at home can enjoy these distinguished Roma wines for mere pennies a glassful. Daily with your meals or when entertaining or any time, you can delight yourself and your guests with the wonderful taste that comes from age-old winemaking traditions perfected by modern knowledge. For a treat you are certain to enjoy, place on the table with dinner tomorrow night a cool bottle of hearty, rich red Roma California Burgundy. It doesn't matter what the meal is or what kind of glasses you use to serve Roma. It's good in any glass with any meal. Your family, your guests, will find new pleasure in even the simplest foods, for Roma wine makes any meal a feast at only pennies a glass. Try it yourself tomorrow. Ask your dealer for ROMA, Roma wine. Remember, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine.
And now it is with pleasure that we bring back to our soundstage Mr. John Hodiak as William Baldwin, a man on trial before a jury of his peers in Dateline Lisbon, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
You were testifying, Mr. Baldwin, that you and the young lady started up for her room.
That's right. The rear way, up the service stairs.
I see. Mr. Baldwin, since you've already admitted the murder, are you sure there's a need for such detail?
I wanted you to have your record straight. There isn't much more of it, though.
Very well. And so you got the girl up to her room, eh?
Yes. I remember very clearly. We stepped into her room. I shoved the bolt across the door. She switched on the light. And she went straight for her developing stuff. A tray, an MQ tube, the hypo, the usual paraphernalia, and went to work. I knew what was in her mind. She was going to develop that picture and get out of there as fast as she possibly could. She was scared, I guess. Then while I stood there watching her, she stopped. For about half a minute, stared into space.
Bill.
What is it, Terry?
You haven't said anything about going home, going back to America. You've been over here so long,
Yeah. Say, you'll want those lights off when you start to develop that thing, won't you?
Yes.
Well, give me the signal when you're ready, huh?
I think I'm ready now.
Okay.
Bill, there's something I've got... What's that?
What's what?
That noise, then.
Oh, I was just trying the door to be sure it was locked. Little jumpy, aren't you? I wouldn't be. There's not a soul who can get to you, Terry. So just relax. You were asking me something.
Yes, Bill. What are you doing here?
In Lisbon?
Yes.
I'm waiting. I've been waiting for months.
You mean to get home?
I can't go back to America, Terry. I'm on the list. I was surprised you didn't know that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a chance to escape. Your hunch is right. I stayed over here too long. I lost the feel of my country and the sense of what she was. And when they got around to repatriating the correspondence, I elected to stay behind. I'd been inoculated, Terry. I had the germ. So help me, I went for that spiel about the new order of things.
But you could... You don't mean you worked for them?
I worked for them. There were 1,000 things a guy in my position could help them with.
And now that the heat's on, now that the walls are beginning to melt, you're making your getaway.
That's right.
Before the courts come to session and the sentences are handed out. A traitor. A coward. You and Von Klaus, you're cowards, both of you. You're two of a kind.
Yeah, we ought to make fine traveling companions. South America, I imagine. Oh, he and Mosca don't know it yet, but that's how it's going to work. You see, the way I look at it, if Mosca can arrange an escape for Von Klaus, he can certainly arrange one for me.
You got the money to pay for it, huh?
No, but I've got the picture. Your picture. If that thing's published and if the story gets out, the Senor's Underground Railroad is dead. He'll make a deal for that picture, all right. Let's not worry about that.
No, Bill. Surely you understand I'm going to tell this story, every part of it.
I was afraid you'd feel that way. I'll have to make sure you don't.
I see. All right. But you're not going to get this.
Terry, get away from that picture.
The door. Somebody's opened the door.
Baldwin, the picture. You have it?
Von Klaus.
It's safe, General. And put away. You'll find the light switch there by the door, left side.
And Mosca. But that door was locked. How did you open it?
We didn't, Mrs. We opened this door.
The closet. Then you were there all the time. You were listening.
We were there when you entered the room.
And you've already heard my proposition. What do you say, Mosca? Is it a deal?
But of course, senor. Of course. And now, if you will turn over the photograph. Yes, senor?
You get the photograph when I'm on my way with Von Klaus with the right kind of passport and tickets. Incidentally, how soon can you get me those? I'm in something of a rush.
I understand, senor. Would tomorrow...
Let's say tonight, in about 30 minutes, in the lobby. Look, why the hesitation? It's very simple. I've got the photograph and I've got a gun. What'll it be?
You must know the answer, senor. It is a deal.
Okay. You can leave now. I've got some work to do.
Very well. It shall be as you say, senor. 30 minutes from now in the lobby. Von Klaus?
There is just one thing unsettled.
Yes?
The Fräulein. Now, for the sake of security of all, I must insist she be silenced at once.
You don't have to insist. I'm taking care of it myself.
Now, you understand, Herr Baldwin, in my present situation, I must be very sure of things.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, I told you to clear out of here.
Not till the Fräulein is silent.
Don't be stupid. This isn't the time for that or the place either. We can't...
No? Then why did you select this time, senor? And also select this place?
Yeah. We heard you only a minute ago, preparing to shoot this girl.
Oh.
Then why do you delay, Herr Baldwin? Why do you not proceed?
That gun again? Come on, General, put it away.
For what reason? What does it matter whose weapon we use? And, why don't you make me put it away?
He has no weapon.
Yeah.
He has no weapon.
I think you better make sure. Go on, he's covered.
Your arms, senor. Hold them away, so. There's nothing there.
And now I like to know, Herr Baldwin, how you expected to kill the Fräulein if you did not have a gun.
Very simple. He did not expect to kill her. Nothing in that pocket.
Then why did he say...
Why? Because he heard the noise from the closet and he knew that we were here. You remember the moment, Mrs., he said he was trying the door? He knew we had guessed you would come to this room. He knew we were here to finish you both. He was playing for time. He was bluffing.
About the Nazis, about escaping.
Lies, a stupid fable to hold us off. Is that not so, senor? Is not everything I say the truth, huh?
You're an awfully little guy to talk so big.
Oh, I can afford to talk big, senor. I am sure now that you have no gun.
You are, huh?
What is it? What are you doing?
Turn loose of him, Baldwin. I'll fire.
Go!
That's it. Oh, just face Von Klaus.
Oh.
There. You see, right in his hand. There's my gun, senor. Okay, General, go on and fire.
No, wait.
Go on. And the way I'm lined up now, your bullet will go straight through Mosca first.
Stop moving, Mosca.
He will seize the gun. He will... Oh! No.
Now listen to me. Listen, I'll say to you now, Baldwin. If you do not release him in exactly 5 minutes, I shall shoot the Fräulein dead.
Go on.
Oh.
Meanwhile, I'll work on Mosca. It'll take not quite more than 5 minutes to strangle him. And you'll have plenty of time to fire. But the chances are great you'll hit him. And he's your only means of escape.
Take your hands from his throat.
Your one single lifeline, Von Klaus. He's the only guy who knows the ropes and his time is running out.
Now, wait, listen. We can make some arrangement.
All right, Von Klaus, put your gun on the table. We'll go on from there.
No, the gun, no.
Your life's going fast, Von Klaus. The one man who can save your neck's getting pretty limp. Put your gun on the table.
Whatever else you listen, money, what is it, your prize? How much? Oh, my God, stop. There. It's on the table now. Let him go, Baldwin. Please, let him go.
Carry the gun.
Yes. Here, Bill. Here it is.
Thanks. He'll be okay in a minute.
But the gun, what are you?
Never mind that. Just tell me your full name.
I do not understand what...
Answer the question. What's your full name?
Maximilian Reinhard von Klaus.
Occupation?
What do you know?
Occupation, I said. What's your occupation?
I was divisional commander of police for the district of Warsaw in Poland.
At the time, that is, of the slaughter.
The, slaughter?
The mass executions of May 9th in the year 1940. When your men at your order went into the homes of those who weren't cooperative enough and machine-gunned the women and children.
What is this?
You're standing trial for murder.
Standing trial for... You are mad. There can be no trial. There's no judge.
I'm the judge, Von Klaus, and those two the jury, Terry Moore and Mosca.
But our arrangements, you said if I put the gun on the table...
I turned loose of your little pal. Well, I did. That was our only arrangement. And now I want to know how you plead, guilty or not guilty, for the execution of those families.
Those families? How would I know those families?
You wouldn't know, but I would. That's been my business all these years. Gathering the names of victims. Keeping records on murderers like you.
Baldwin, wait, give me a chance.
A chance? Those Poles didn't even have a trial. You had them shot in cold blood without even passing sentence. But you're getting all of that, Von Klaus. You're really getting the works.
But you must understand, those measures are... Look, I will show you. It's a matter of administration.
Did you or did you not have those people killed?
I'm trying to explain to you. It was military expediency, the entire procedure. It's part of the war. It had to be done, I'll tell you.
In other words, you did.
Yes, but
That's all I wanted to hear. Your verdict, Terry, what is it?
I say the man is guilty.
Mosca's not able to vote right now, so I'll have to do it for him. And I say you're guilty, von Klaus. So for the crime of multiple murder, I sentence you to death.
No.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
Gentlemen of the jury, the commission of murder has been very plainly established. So in the case of the world democracies versus the defendant, William Baldwin, what will your verdict be?
Your Honor, we find the defendant guilty and direct that he be freed at once to receive the court's commendation.
Thank you, gentlemen. In view of the somewhat irregular circumstances, we see no reason to dissent. There is, however, a question. We know, of course, that this Mosca has been imprisoned since the collapse of the Axis powers. But that picture, Mr. Baldwin, Terry Moore's photograph of von Klaus, whatever became of that?
Oh. Well, ever since we've been married, it's the one thing I don't dare mention. She's pretty touchy about it.
Yes? But you did develop it finally.
Oh, sure. And it was, well, sir, the thing was just a blur.
And so closes Dateline Lisbon, starring John Hodiak. Tonight's study in suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear.
If you are one who does not yet know how much and how delightfully Roma wines can add to your meals, well, let me urge you not to miss out any longer on such a treat as this. There's nothing complicated about it. Just get and serve Roma wine with meals or any time in any kind of glass you wish. Try the many different kinds of Roma wine until you find those you like best of all. Try Roma California Sherry with its wonderful nut-like flavor as an appetizer. Then hearty Roma Burgundy or the deliciously delicate Roma Sauterne with the meal. These superb wines make even the simplest meal a feast. Yet they cost you only pennies a glassful. Get some tomorrow. And if your dealer is temporarily out of Roma, please try again soon. Ask for ROMA, Roma wines. Remember, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. Our government wishes us to pass along to you an important reminder. Winter is just around the corner, a winter in which every kind of fuel for home heating will be extremely scarce. It is to your essential interest to ensure fuel savings right now. Arrange for your fuel supply immediately. Check all your heating equipment now. If possible, protect yourself against loss of heat by seeing to proper insulation, storm sash, and weather stripping. If you don't prepare now for heavier weather, you may be in for a cold, uncomfortable winter.
Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Mr. Reginald Gardiner as star of Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, ROMA. Made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Now, the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California presents
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you the suspenseful play called The Taming of the Beast, starring Nancy Kelly and Helmut Dantine.
Suspense is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you a remarkable tale of suspense.
And with the drama called The Taming of the Beast, and with the performances of Miss Nancy Kelly as Nora Van Nostrand and Mr. Helmut Dantine as Dr. Ferrari, Roma Wines hope indeed to keep you in suspense.
I knew what kind of woman Nora was the minute I laid eyes on her. She was very beautiful, equally neurotic and utterly heartless. She was the kind of a woman who wants everything, gives nothing, and still thinks she's a passionate bargain for any man. Completely unconscious of the fact that her only real motivation in life is to humiliate, dominate, and finally destroy any man she can get her hands on. But that didn't matter either. You see, she had $3 million. And I'd already made up my mind, if my plans worked out, that I was going to kill her. She and Mark had given a party that night. The last of us were just leaving, and you could tell then that a storm was brewing and was going to break out the minute the door closed behind us.
Good night, Nora, darling.
Oh, Evelyn, it was wonderful to have you.
Darling, you know I wouldn't miss one of your parties for anything. You can always count on at least one good fight. Good night, Mark.
Oh, good night.
Good night, Nora.
Good night, Harry.
Can I see you tomorrow?
Call me.
Oh, I will. Good night, Mark. Thanks a million for everything.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mrs. Van Nostrand.
Oh, Dr. Ferrari. I'm so glad Maxine brought you along. You were simply fascinating. I do want to hear more about it sometime.
Thank you very much. Good night, Mr. Van Nostrand. It was a great pleasure indeed.
Good night, Doctor.
Mark, must you insult everyone that I ever bring into this house?
Me? I didn't insult anyone.
Well, maybe you didn't slap anyone across the face with your gloves, but you might just as well have.
Maybe I might at that.
And what does that mean?
Nora, for your information, I mean this very sincerely. It's apt to stir up some pretty primitive adrenal reactions when a man sees some handsome heel trying to make a date with his wife right under his very nose.
Mark, how utterly childish. What are you thinking of?
It's not what I'm thinking of, it's what he's thinking of. You know what it is.
Well, what if he is? He's only human. And if you're insinuating
I'm
that
not insinuating anything. If I thought that...
What do you expect me to do while you're downtown all day? Sit around home playing housewife? You know I'm not that kind of a person. You promised me when we were married.
I know, Nora, I know. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm a little jealous. Can't you see that? Because I love you. Okay?
No, Mark. I think we ought to have a very thorough talk about the whole thing.
All right, darling, but not tonight. I'm tired.
Not tonight. I'm tired. That's what you always say every time I want to discuss anything with you. It's all right when you want to sit up all night and talk, but when it's a question of my problems and my friends...
What do you mean, your friends? I've never heard you say a decent word about any one of them in your life, unless you wanted to pick a quarrel
Mark,
with me.
Don't you shout at me.
All right, but...
I'm certainly not the one who's trying to pick a quarrel. I'm simply trying to get you to adopt a reasonable attitude.
Well, you're not trying to be reasonable. You're just trying to make me out a heel because I don't like that bunch of sponging, neurotic...
Who pays for the parties we give? Who bought and paid for this house that you're living
Nora.
in? I did. And I don't notice you leaning over backwards.
I'm your husband,
Then stop torturing me. Stop preaching. Stop telling me what I ought to do and try to be decent yourself once in a while.
Not preaching.
Shut up.
I won't stand for this,
Won't
Nora.
you? Well, then maybe you won't stand for this either.
Nora.
For this.
Nora, I warn you, stop throwing those glasses around.
What will you do? What will you do? What will you
Nora,
do?
you're out of your mind. You're sick or crazy.
All right, I'm crazy. See, I'm crazy. You hit me.
I could kill you when you act like this. I could kill you.
Yes, what is it?
Dr. Ferrari, Mr. Mark Van Nostrand would like to see you.
Van Nostrand. So soon? Have him come in.
Hello, Dr. Ferrari.
Come in, Mr. Van Nostrand. Sit down.
Thanks. Say, I'm afraid I didn't make a very good first impression as a host last night.
Oh, that's all right. A man in my profession never goes on first impressions anyway.
No, I suppose not. But if there was anything, well, I guess without realizing it, I was a little disturbed even then.
About your wife?
How did you know?
Oh, it's rather obvious. You're a sane, sober, well-adjusted sort of man, while Mrs. Van Nostrand is inclined to be more volatile.
You mean neurotic, don't you?
If you prefer, and if you know what the word means.
I think I do.
Very well, then. Yes, Mrs. Van Nostrand is very definitely neurotic. But most of us are, more or less.
Doctor, I'm not trying to blame her. I know there are causes behind these things, and I love Nora. I don't know how I could go on living without her. And I mean that quite literally.
Of course you do.
At first I was able to cope with it all right, but now I'm beginning to lose my grip. Like last night. We had a terrible quarrel after all of you'd left. We made it up, of course, but, well, this time it really shook me, frightened me.
Yes.
I'd suggested a couple of times before that maybe she ought to go to a doctor, some nerve specialist or something, but it always made her so furious that Well, anyway, after hearing some of your conversation last night, some of the results you'd had, well, I thought, what could I lose? I'd try again.
And so you did?
Yes, and I was never so surprised in my life. She agreed.
Well, of course, we often find that meeting people socially is very helpful in overcoming resistance.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was. Doctor, you can help her, can't you? I don't know what I'd do if...
If Mrs. Van Nostrand herself will cooperate, yes, I can.
Swell. She's here with me, waiting outside. Shall I bring her in?
Please do.
Nora?
Yes?
Come in, will you, darling?
How do you do, Mrs. Van Nostrand?
Hello, Dr. Ferrari. I suppose Mark has convinced you by this time that I'm mad as a hatter.
Oh, no, darling.
In our profession, Mrs. Van Nostrand, we don't go on hearsay evidence.
Well, I guess there's no sense in my hanging around.
No, I wouldn't wait if I were you. These preliminary interviews sometimes take quite a while.
I'll see you this evening, Nora.
Goodbye, darling.
Bye.
Well, Mrs. Van Nostrand?
Well, what do we do now? I suppose I go into some sort of a trance and you pry all my little secrets out of me.
Let us understand each other. Nobody's forcing you to come here, and you can go now if you like.
And suppose I don't like?
All right, then let's talk sense.
You know this is all very silly, don't you?
I don't know anything of the kind. Why did you come if you thought it was silly?
To humor Mark.
Oh, I see. You've never humored him before my going to a doctor, have you?
All right. Do you want the nice, sensible reason, or do you want the real one?
Let's try the real one.
Well, then, I came here because I find you very attractive.
I see.
Now it's your turn.
Do you want the professional answer?
Oh, no. Let's not be professional yet.
In that case, I think you're the most exciting woman I've ever met in my life.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as stars Miss Nancy Kelly and Mr. Helmut Dantine, whom you have heard in the first act of The Taming of the Beast, a radio play by Charles Smith and Robert Richards, which is Roma Wines' presentation tonight of Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. Next Sunday is Easter. And now, here is a timely word from Elsa Maxwell, gracious authority on hospitality.
Easter is a joyous day, and I know many of you have carefully saved ration points to get something special for dinner. Perhaps it is a tempting, mouth-watering roast of ham, or a tender golden brown roast duck. May I suggest that you add to the joyousness of the occasion by serving Roma California Sauterne. This glorious wine lends a welcome note of golden color to your table and adds to the enjoyment and pleasure of dining.
An attractively set table,
A steaming platter with the Easter ham or duck or roast, done to a golden brown turn, and then the crowning touch, a glistening glass full of Roma Sauterne set beside each dinner plate. Truly a tempting picture. And Roma Sauterne is the gracious note that makes your dinner truly enjoyable. You'll enjoy its fragrant delicateness and delightful bouquet. Like all the Roma wines, this masterpiece of the wine grower's art has unvarying goodness, the happy result of selected grapes, picked at the very peak of their flavor in California's choicest vineyards, guided to perfection by the ancient skill of Roma's famed wineries. Serve Roma wine this Easter. Serve it regularly. Remember, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. R-O-M-A, Roma wines. And now Roma Wines bring back to our soundstage Nancy Kelly as Nora Van Nostrand and Helmut Dantine as Dr. Paul Ferrari in The Taming of the Beast, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Of course, I'm no more a doctor than Shirley Temple or a psychologist either. But I've picked up enough of the lingo to get by. It's easy. You just go to one of these semi-resort places in a state where the laws aren't too strict, put on a little front, get invited to the right parties, and before you can say Sigmund Freud, everybody in town with so much money and time they haven't anything better to do are flocking into your office and writing you big fat checks just to lie around and talk about themselves. With Nora, all I had to do was to get her to come around once, and I knew I could keep her coming back. Well, things were coming along very nicely with Nora, although I still kept a little professional touch, just for appearances. Then one afternoon, she came in and I noticed she had a look in her eye, a glitter of excitement and amusement, too, almost as though she were secretly laughing at me. And for a minute I was worried, and I fell back on the indifference and the professional manner until I could find out what it was.
You're very quiet today, darling. Is this one of the days I'm supposed to do the talking?
No, Nora. I will do the talking.
Well, then why don't you? I'm waiting.
Nora, have you had those x-rays taken as I asked you to?
Oh, now, darling, how in the world did X-rays get into this conversation?
Because they are very important. A minor organic disorder can cause all kinds of psychic disturbances. I've told you all about that, darling.
Yes, darling, you did, and it was very boring.
That's not the point. Did you have them taken?
Yes, I did.
At the Mills Laboratories?
Yes.
And when will I have the proofs?
Oh, 2 or 3 days, I think they said.
Oh, that's fine.
Paul, I want to ask you something now.
What?
Paul, do you really think I'm improving?
What do you think?
Oh, well, I feel more vital, more alive, more exhilarated than I have for, years. Do you really think it's you?
What do you think?
Well, I think maybe yes.
Nora, perhaps the time has come for me to have a little talk with you about some things that I haven't been sure you were quite ready for up to now.
Darling, you're really pretty attractive, aren't you?
Nora, as you become a more adjusted person, a more complete and more developed person, you must expect certain changes in your attitude towards your environment and your life. And
I'll certainly feel cheated if there aren't. What are you getting at, Paul?
Nora, you must expect, as you become adjusted, that relationships with people who are no longer as adjusted as yourself will no longer be entirely satisfactory to you.
Oh, relationships such as marriage?
Yes, quite, Nora.
This is a proposal, isn't it, Paul?
What, Nora?
Yes. Yes, I think it is. And I think what you're really trying to tell me and haven't the courage to say is that I've got to get Mark out of the way.
I didn't say that, Nora.
Well, that's what you meant, wasn't it? But you don't need to worry, Paul.
Worry?
I suppose it really isn't fair. I suppose I really should have told you as soon as I came in.
Told me what?
Yes, I know I should have. You must be able to confide in your analyst. Isn't that the idea?
Nora, what are you talking about?
About Mark.
What about Mark?
Mark shot himself as I was leaving the house about 20 minutes ago.
This, of course, was a wonderful break. In all my plans, I never thought Mark would bow himself out with as little fuss as that. I must say he was a sport about it. No notes left behind, no accusing anybody. He just put the gun to his head and that was it. After that, it was easy. Nobody knew anything yet, so I was able as Nora's analyst to say that it was vital to her health to get away. We left the very night and were married in Yuma 6 hours later. And we stayed away just traveling around for nearly 6 months. Nora had the big house and everything back home, so of course finally we went back. I'd forgotten all about the x-rays I told Nora to have taken. There were nothing but window dressing anyway. But the next day when I went downtown to close up my office... Dr. Ferrari speaking. Who? Oh, yes, Mills Laboratories, yes. Yes, of course. Oh, yes, x-rays for Mrs. Ferrari. Yes, well, what is it? Tell me. What? Oh, this is terrible. Are you sure? She's my wife, you see. I'm very sorry. Forgive me, yes. Listen, you must promise me one thing. Promise me that you won't tell this to another living soul, absolutely to no one. You understand that? Thank you very much. You might as well send them around to my house. I could hardly believe it. Because, you see, I hadn't really made up my mind yet when I was going to kill Nora, or how. I only knew for a certainty that she would become unbearable eventually, and then I would have to do it. But now, there was my answer. The breaks were coming my way all right and fast. Of course, Nora became more and more difficult, just as I'd known she would, but I could stand anything now. That is, I thought I could. But one day I went into my study. I'd closed my office, but the big study in the East Wing did come in handy every so often, and I always kept it locked. Only this time when I unlocked the door and went in, there was Nora.
Oh? Hello?
What are you doing in here, Nora?
What do you mean? What am I doing in here?
Just what I said. What are you doing in here?
Going through your things?
Yes, I can see that, and why?
Paul, you seem to forget that this is my house.
And you seem to forget that these are my things. And that the reason I keep them locked up is precisely so that you won't go sticking your nose into things that are none of your business. Now, get out of here.
Oh, no.
Nora, are you going to walk out, or am I going to put you out?
Neither, I think. Who was that woman who was in here this afternoon?
A patient.
A patient. You haven't had a patient since you retired on my money.
That's right. And enjoying every penny of it.
Who was she?
I told you, a patient.
You're lying.
All right, I'm lying. She was anything you want to think. Now, will you please go away and leave me alone?
And I suppose these are hers.
Oh, you found those, did you?
Yes, I found them, did I? And would you mind telling me why any patient of yours has to have full-length X-ray pictures?
Oh, really, Nora? You're beginning to board on the psychotic. You don't think I get excited about X-ray pictures of women, do you?
What are these pictures?
I see you've forgotten, my dear, that when you were more impressed with my talents than you seem to be now, you had some full-length X-ray pictures taken.
Oh.
Those are yours. I don't blame you for not recognizing yourself. Beauty is only skin deep.
Paul, why did you stop analyzing me?
Because you didn't need it anymore.
You decided that rather suddenly, didn't you?
Yes, I decided that the day after I married you. Now, will you please leave me? You're becoming very tiresome.
Tiresome? Now I'm tiresome. After you drove poor Mark to his grave.
Oh, so you are bringing in poor Mark now.
Bringing? Oh, if I could only bring him back.
Oh, stop it, Nora. You wouldn't have Mark back if he walked into this room right now.
Oh, wouldn't I?
No, and I tell you why. You never did want Mark from the moment you found out that you could snap your fingers and he would come running to you like a puppy. And you wanted me from the moment you found out that I wouldn't. And that's why you wouldn't leave me if I tried to beat you away with a club. How is that for analysis?
Oh, you beast. You vile, contemptible beast.
So I am a beast. But until you find some way of taming the beast, you are stuck with it. And that concludes the lesson for today. Class dismissed.
Maybe I will, Paul. Maybe I will find some way of taming the beast.
Go ahead and try. And in the meantime, you might try being a little more like a human being yourself. In the short time you have got left.
What do you mean?
What I say.
What do you mean?
All right, Nora. I've tried to keep it from you. But maybe you've got that coming to you, too.
Oh, what are you saying?
It's not what I'm saying. It's what those x-rays are saying. And if you don't believe me, take them to any doctor.
I asked you what you were saying. Why don't you tell me?
You've got a brain tumor, Nora. You will be dead in about 90 days. I suppose I shouldn't have told her, but I couldn't resist it. And I couldn't see that it would make much difference one way or the other. The laws in this state are pretty tight about a husband's share in a wife's property, and I was bound to get half anyway. And Nora had no relatives, so even if she tried to get nasty and leave the other half to the old lady's home or something, I could always break the will. As a matter of fact, telling her seemed to do a certain amount of good, because suddenly she changed. For the first time since I had known her, she had moments and even several days in a stretch of being genuinely kind and considerate and even affectionate. She wasn't suffering much, having violent headaches, but otherwise in pretty good shape, right up until the end. And the 90 days were nearly up when she called me into her room one day, and I went in and sat beside her on the bed.
Paul, do you ever think much about death?
Oh, darling, you mustn't have morbid thoughts like that. Maybe it won't happen for a long time. Maybe.
Oh, no, my thoughts aren't morbid. I really don't mind now. I don't mind in the least.
That's the way to be, Nora.
But what about you, Paul?
What about me?
Yes. How do you feel about death?
Well, I guess I never thought much about it.
Oh, well, don't you think everyone should?
Maybe.
What do you think, Paul?
Well, I can't say that I'm exactly looking forward to it, but it looks like I'm lucky. Looks like it's still a pretty far away for me.
And that's funny, Paul, because you know, I am looking forward to it.
You're looking forward to it?
Paul, don't you think that if somebody really accomplished something by dying, they would look forward to it?
You mean being a hero, a savior of your country or something? I don't believe in heroes.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, if someone did something for themselves, something they wanted to do more than anything else in all their lives, and the only way they could do it was by dying, well, then wouldn't they look forward to it?
Well, maybe. Though I can't quite imagine the circumstances.
No, I suppose you can't. But, Paul...
Yes?
If someone lost everything they'd always wanted by dying, that would be terrible, wouldn't it?
Yes, I guess it would.
Dying would be torture then, wouldn't it? It'd be the most terrible torture that any human being could ever experience, wouldn't it?
What's this all about, Nora? I never knew you were a philosopher.
Paul, did you ever see this before?
Why, yes, that's Mark's gun, isn't it? The one he killed himself with.
That's right, Paul. Mark's gun.
What are you doing with it up here?
Well, didn't it ever occur to you that I wouldn't go without taking you with me?
No, Nora, you are. What are you talking about? Give me that gun.
No, don't move, Paul.
Nora.
That hurts, doesn't it, Paul? You wouldn't get the money then, would you, Paul? You wouldn't get the money or anything, only death. That would be torture, wouldn't it, Paul?
Nora, you're out of your mind. That would be murder. They would hang.
Now, you see, Paul, they wouldn't hang me, would they? They wouldn't have time, because I'll be dead in a few days. But I'll still be alive when you're dead.
Nora!
You see, Paul, I did find a way of taming the beast after all.
Nora! Nora! I'm going to die. There is not the slightest question about that. Probably by tomorrow night at the latest. That's why I'm able to tell about this. It doesn't matter now. Nothing matters much when you are dying and you know you are dying. But Nora was right. It would have been torture except for one thing. I still had one break coming. I've still got one last laugh. Because now I know how Nora is going to feel when she goes. Because she told me so herself. She told me what torture it would be. For me, she thought. Only it won't. It will be for her. Because it wasn't more than half an hour after she had shot me that the phone by her bed rang and she answered it in person.
Hello?
Mrs. Van Nostra, that is Mrs. Ferrari?
Yes?
Oh, thank heaven we've located you, Mrs. Ferrari. There's been a terrible mistake.
Well, who is this?
This is the Mills Laboratories. We took some x-rays of you last year, do you remember?
Yes?
Well, this has never happened before, but we were checking through our files today when we found out about the mistake. We sent you the wrong x-rays. The other patient just died, and that's how we came to find out about it. So, you see, Hello, Mrs. Ferrari? Mrs. Ferrari?
Yes?
So I say, you see, you're in perfect health, and you'll probably live to be 100. Hello? Hello, Mrs. Ferrari? Hello?
You live to be 100. You live to be 100.
And so closes The Taming of the Beast, in which Roma Wines have brought you Miss Nancy Kelly and Mr. Helmut Dantine as stars of tonight's study in Suspense.
Before our stars return to the microphone, let me say a word for Roma Wines, the sponsor of Suspense. Elsa Maxwell is world famous for her hospitality and her understanding of niceties of entertaining. Recently, she said,
"When friends drop in during the afternoon or evening, I find there is nothing more delightful than a glass of Roma California sherry. I serve Roma sherry frequently before dinner, too, and everybody welcomes it. Ideal for all occasions, with a glorious golden amber color that looks so tempting, and with a light nut-like flavor that always tastes so good.
distinguished Roma Wines, always delightful, always unvaryingly good, yet cost only pennies a glass. And the next time you use vermouth, sweet or dry, use Roma vermouth. Zestful, herb-flavored Roma vermouth is blended, mellowed, developed, and bottled in California with all the traditional winemaking skill of Roma wineries, yet surprisingly low-priced. Try Roma vermouth soon, won't you?
This is Nancy Kelly. It's always a really great privilege and delight to appear on Suspense, and tonight I enjoyed particularly working with Mr. Dantine, and I should like you to know that in person he isn't at all the unscrupulous kind of villain that he played tonight. But I guess you'll know that he isn't all bad if you've seen him in his current picture for Warner Brothers, Hotel Berlin.
Thank you very much, Miss Kelly. And allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to say in returning the courtesy that it's the greatest possible proof that Miss Kelly is a wonderful actress. She made you believe she was as evil and ruthless as she seemed to be in the play. And I will make a plug too, Nancy. I know you will like to see her in the RKO picture, Betrayal from the East.
And I think we've just time to pass along this very important word from our government. The armed forces need more nurses. If you're a registered nurse under 45, please recognize this need. You can wire for information to the Surgeon General, U.S. Army, Washington, D.C., or call your local Red Cross chapter. And if you cannot now qualify as an Army nurse, your services are urgently needed in essential civilian jobs.
Suspense is produced, edited, and directed by William Spear. Next Thursday, same time, Dane Clark will be your star of Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Now, the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California presents
Suspense.
Tonight, Roma Wines bring you The Story of Ivy by that high priestess of the art of suspense, Mary Belloc Lowndes, and starring the young actress whose performance you admired in the picture An American Romance, Miss Ann Richards.
Suspense is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you a remarkable tale of suspense.
And with The Story of Ivy and with the performance of Ann Richards as its extraordinary heroine, Roma Wines hope indeed to keep you in suspense.
The Story of Ivy. Ivy Lexton's own story is told to Victoria Matthews, an exclusive feature of the Morning Herald.
I wrote it in the first person, Mrs. Lexton. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, it doesn't matter, so long as the story is accurate. You can understand my anxiety, Miss Matthews. After all, I owe it to my public.
Yes, of course. Perhaps you'd like to read it through and make suggestions before signing the release?
Oh, if it's not too much bother.
On the contrary, hearing it in your own words would be a decided help to me.
Very well, Miss Matthews. I'll read it out then. Are you comfortable? Would you like anything? A cigarette, perhaps? It's unfortunate that I have no maid here with me at present.
Thank you. I'm quite comfortable. Please go ahead, Mrs. Lexton.
Very well. Chapter 1. I was born in Hobbs Court, Soho, and I was christened Ivy Gudge. I hated my name, and I hated the sordid surroundings into which I had been born. And while yet a child, I made up my mind that wealth and position should be mine at whatever cost. As a child, my favorite book was the story of Nell Gwynn, the commoner who became the favorite of a king. And one sentence of Nell's, in the face of all her success, made an indelible impression on me. It was this: in life, I have never sought anything that did not seem to have been placed in my hands by Providence itself. At the close of my first season as an actress, our show was bankrupted by an embezzling manager, and I was left stranded in the provinces and stone broke. Many great gentlemen had shown me attentions and showered me with presents, but I sought assistance from none of them. And it was Jarvis Lexton, a young man whom I'd scarcely noticed, who came to me in my hour of need.
Ivy, I know there are hundreds of men who adore you. Men with titles, wealth, social position, much more than I can offer. But there's not one who loves you more than I do. Will you marry me, Ivy?
And I said yes, because it was offered. We were frightfully happy that first year of our marriage, and Jarvis was so generous, humoring all my little whims, spending much more money on me than he could afford. It always gave him a thrill of boyish pleasure to see my portraits in the newspapers and magazines, with captions such as, "The beautiful Mrs. Ivy Lexton, wearing Vionette's latest creation," or "Mrs. Jarvis Lexton at Ascot, with Lady Hampton and Lord Rushworth." He kept a scrapbook of them, and really seemed quite pleased about everything, until one day.
I say, Ivy, don't you think you're being seen and photographed a bit too much with this fellow Rushworth?
Oh, but darling, I thought you liked having me hobnob with the peers of the realm.
What about this other chap, Roderick Gresham? You know, it does seem a bit thick for me to work my head off 12 hours a day, figuring out ways to finance your clothes and jewels so you can be photographed with other men. It's got to stop in any case, Ivy. We're broke.
Oh, you mean our money is all spent up?
We're wiped out. The bailiffs attached my office furniture. We can't even pay the rental on this flat.
What are we going to do, Jarvis?
I'll let you figure that one out. You're so good at spending money, perhaps you can think of a way to make some.
So you see, Jarvis really made the suggestion to me himself. I don't know what we'd have done during the next few months if it hadn't been for the generosity of Roger Gresham and Lord Rushworth. Roger was only a young doctor starting out in practice and couldn't help a great deal, of course, though he was even fonder of me than Miles Rushworth, now that I look back on it. It was in July that things took such a distressing turn. I'd been out to dinner with Roger Gresham, and I asked him up to the flat afterwards to say hello to Jarvis and cheer him up. Poor Jarvis hadn't been feeling well lately.
Well, Ivy, this is a fine hour to come home to your loving husband. Where have you been?
Out, darling. Aren't you going to say hello to Roger?
I suppose I should thank him for keeping my wife amused.
Oh, I say, old fellow.
Roger has just been telling me the most fascinating things. He was called as an expert, you know, for the Crown and the Bronson case. I asked him to come up and tell you about it, darling, since you're such a detective fan.
Well, that's nice of you, Roger. Do tell me all about the Bronson case.
Well, there was nothing so interesting about the murder itself. It was just a simple case of arsenic poisoning.
You don't say.
As a medical man, what interested me about it was what a doctor ought to do in a case where he suspects a patient's being secretly poisoned.
What would you do, Roger?
Well, it's hard to say. If you called in the police and your suspicions turned out to be unfounded, well, it would just about finish your career. I suppose that's why so many poisoners get away with it. Well, I guess I'd better be getting along.
Drop in again sometime, Roger. And bring your own arsenic.
Jarvis!
Well, cheerio. Ivy, see you later.
Really, Jarvis, I've never been so humiliated.
You know I don't like him. Why do you persist in bringing him here?
Why, darling, I do believe you're jealous.
Well, why shouldn't I be?
I like it when you're jealous. It's like old times, isn't it?
Do you deny that he's in love with you? And that you've encouraged him? Him and I don't know how many others?
Oh, now, darling, don't be like that. There's only one other.
You admit it?
Well, darling, we may as well be realistic. We're still stony broke. You don't seem to have any prospects.
What are you driving at?
Well, Miles got back in town today, and I'm
Who's
seeing
Miles?
him tomorrow night. Lord Rushworth, darling.
No, that titled idiot.
That titled idiot has been paying the rent on this flat for the past 6 months, if you want to know the truth.
Why, you little...
Can I help it if Miles Rushworth is awfully, awfully fond of me? And if it helps out, what's the difference?
Go on. I'm listening.
Darling, look. I'm just a burden to you at this stage, aren't I?
So you want me to give you a divorce, is that it?
Needn't make any difference between us, darling. As soon as I'm Lady Rushworth, I'll settle a nice allowance on you.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious, darling.
Well, I don't play your rotten, filthy game.
Jarvis.
You married me for richer or poorer, and you're going to stick to your bargain. And if you try to divorce me, I'll make such a scandal your precious Lord Rushworth will wish he'd never met you. In fact, I have a notion to do it anyway.
Oh, Jarvis, you wouldn't. That would spoil everything.
Now, you're frightened, aren't you? Well, I'll give you your choice. Either you give up your boyfriends and keep me, or you'll lose all three of us. Which will it be?
Well, all right, Jarvis. I'll tell Roger and Miles both I can't see them again, ever.
Why didn't you just ask me to kill myself? I might have obliged if you'd been more honest.
Jarvis, you mustn't say such things.
You're poison to me. I ought to let you go. I won't. If it's any satisfaction to you, I'd be better off dead than with things the way they are.
So you see, Miles, I simply can't go on seeing you. It isn't fair to Jarvis.
Is he being fair to you?
You don't understand. I'm all he has left now.
You're so good, so innocent. Can't you see he's just holding on to you out of spite? Has he done one thing? Has he even tried to get a job so that he can support you?
I married him for richer or poorer, until death do us part.
Then I pray death be merciful to us both, Ivy.
Oh, you mustn't say such things. It's wicked.
I'm sorry, my dear. Ivy, I wanted to give you this little remembrance. I had hoped to give it you under happier circumstances, but please accept it now, as a farewell present.
Oh, Lord Rushworth, you shouldn't have.
It's only a little thing, the little handbag you admired so much. We saw it in Cartier's window.
Oh,
Remember?
the one with the emerald clasp. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, it must have cost a fortune.
Look in the mirror. The emerald matches your eyes. You will accept it, won't you?
Oh, Miles, I'll carry it with me always.
Ivy, darling, come in, come in.
Oh, I was just in the neighborhood, Roger, and I thought that
Here, let me take your things. I say. Oh, what a smart handbag. Real emerald, isn't it?
Yeah, Miles gave it to me. Isn't it lovely?
You know what it means accepting a present like that from him?
Oh, don't be silly, Roger. It was a farewell present.
Farewell? Do you really mean that?
Roger, please, please. Your housekeeper walked in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, come along, darling. Come in here. I was just putting up a prescription.
What a queer sort of room. I never knew a doctor's surgery looked like this.
Weren't you ever in here before?
No. What's in that bottle?
Oh, arsenic.
I thought it was a poison.
Well, it is. It's also a fine tonic, taken in the right amounts.
How much would it take to, kill someone?
Oh, about the same amount as the amount of sugar it would take to sweeten your coffee.
Oh, doesn't it give you an eerie feeling?
What?
That little glass jar has death in it. Prison, waiting to escape. Oh.
Aren't you being rather morbid?
Will you have 1 or 2 spoonfuls of death in your coffee, darling?
I say, you are a little Borgia, darling. Oh, it's my patient now. Wait here. Shan't be a moment.
As soon as he'd left the room, I picked up the glass jar on the end of the table, unscrewed the top of it, almost without being aware of what I was doing. How strange and exciting to know that death was in that jar, in those little white crystals. Then, as if some power outside myself had suddenly taken possession of me, I pressed the catch of that lovely jeweled handbag and commenced spooning out the white crystals. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry to be so long, darling. I had to listen to a recital of the Colonel's symptoms.
Oh, that's all right. I was just fixing my makeup. I can't seem to find my lipstick.
Say, old girl, you're looking rather pale. Perhaps I'd better prescribe a tonic for you.
Oh, no. I'm just a little tired, that's all.
Well? What
is it, Roger?
Oh, nothing. I could have sworn I put the cap back on the spot. Oh, well.
On the bus, all the way back to Kensington, I kept wondering why I had done that funny thing. It seemed as if everyone was staring at me under the little handbag with the emerald clasp. In a momentary surge of panic, I wondered if they'd guessed my secret. The little white crystals of death I had carried away with me. For what? For whom? Then of a sudden it came to me. Providence had placed in my hands the means of helping my poor, unhappy husband.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as star Miss Ann Richards, whom you have heard in the first act of The Story of Ivy by Mrs. Belloc Lowndes, which is Roma Wines' presentation tonight of Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. Gracious hostess, Elsa Maxwell makes this timely suggestion.
During the warm weather, I'd suggest you try America's smartest, coolest drink, refreshing Roma wine and soda.
So simple, and yet so charming. When the temperature soars, enjoy iced, thirst-quenching Roma wine and soda. Simply half-fill tall glasses with good Roma California Burgundy or Roma California Sauterne. Add ice cubes and sparkling water. A little sugar if you wish. And for a decorative touch, garnish with cherries and slices of fruit. The secret of the flavorful goodness of Roma wine and soda is the distinguished Roma wine, unvaryingly good, always high in quality of bouquet, brilliance, and taste. The result of selected grapes, slowly brought to perfection in California's choicest vineyards, carefully, unhurriedly, guided to flavor fullness by the ancient skill of Roma's famed wineries. Yet all this goodness is yours for only pennies a glass. Remember, because of uniformly fine quality at reasonable cost, more Americans enjoy Roma
than any other wine. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. And now Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Ann Richards, who continues the story of Ivy, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
My husband's illness lasted only a little more than a week, but to me it seemed an intolerably long time. Thanks to the generosity of Lord Rushworth, I was able to have a nurse in to look after him. But I couldn't help wishing there was something more I could do for him. I'd used up nearly all of the poison I'd carried away that night from Roger's dispensary. But instead of the merciful death I had hoped it would bring, it seemed only to cause poor Jarvis to suffer more pain. There were only a few grains of the white crystals left in the bottom of the little handbag with the emerald clasp, and I hadn't the heart to go on with it. Besides, Jarvis' doctor was commencing to ask too many questions. I decided to consult another physician, and under the circumstances, Roger Gresham seemed the wisest choice.
Ivy, I came the moment I received your message.
Suffering so dreadfully, Roger. I hadn't any idea it would be so painful.
You hadn't any idea what?
Oh, I mean, he complained of a stomachache, and suddenly in the night...
Where is he? Have a look at him.
In here. This is Dr. Gresham, nurse.
How do you do, Doctor?
Jarvis, I've asked Roger to look at you. You don't mind, do you, dear?
Get him out of here. I've been poisoned. He's the one who poisoned me. Get him out of here.
Boy, he's been that distracted, he has.
I'll just prescribe a little sedative for him, nurse.
I'll go and order up some tea, Roger. You will stay, won't you?
Yes, thanks.
Oh, Mrs. Lexton, I was just looking for you. Dr. Berwick is waiting in the drawing room with another gentleman, Mum.
I'll see what they want. Order up some tea, will you, dear?
Well, there you are, Mrs. Lexton. This is Inspector Orpington.
Inspector?
Of Scotland Yard, ma'am.
Oh.
Dr. Berwick tells me he has reason to suspect that your husband is suffering from arsenic poisoning, Miss Lexton.
Well, I don't understand.
Your husband keeps speaking of someone named Roger Gresham. Is that the name, Dr. Berwick?
Yes.
Why, that's Dr. Gresham. He's in there now with my husband.
Good Lord. Come along, Inspector. You'd better wait here, Mrs. Lexton.
Never until that moment had I realized how foolish my actions had been. Surely now they would suspect poor Roger. If there had only been someone to confide in. I felt so alone.
I'll have your license for this, Gresham. Do you hear me?
Look here, Berwick. Mrs. Lexton never told me there was another doctor on the case.
Oh, is that true, Mrs. Lexton?
Why, yes. Dr. Gresham is an old friend of mine, and I saw no harm in his looking in.
Nevertheless, I shan't sign the death certificate, not till there's a post-mortem.
Death certificate?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Lexton. It's our painful duty to inform you that your husband has just passed away.
Oh, poor Jarvis.
Dr. Gresham speaking.
Roger, it's Ivy.
Ivy, why haven't you called me before? What's been happening?
Oh, Roger, it's been such an ordeal you don't know. And that dreadful man, that inspector from Scotland Yard, has been here again asking questions.
What kind of questions?
Well, darling, I can't tell you everything over the telephone, but he said it was his duty to find out the truth.
Truth about what?
They found out that poor Jarvis died of arsenic poisoning.
Suicide.
The inspector says they know it was murder.
What possible motive could I have?
None, of course, darling. But I was silly enough to let out to the inspector that you had been, well, fond of me in a sort of way. Are you there, Roger?
Yes, go on.
Well, the moment I said it, I saw what a mistake I'd made. But he spoke as if he already knew such a lot, or at any rate, some part of it.
What part of it?
Well, that even if I didn't care for you, you had been very, very fond of me. Are you there, Roger?
Yes. Yes, Ivy. Go on. What else?
Well, he's certain to ask if I've ever been to see you at your house, I mean. Well, of course, I said no. Are you still on the line, Roger?
Yes, I am.
Well, you won't give me away, will you, Roger, darling?
No, Ivy, don't worry. I won't give you away.
Roger Gresham. The jury, after a careful and patient hearing, have found you guilty of the willful murder of Jarvis Lexton. The sentence of the court upon you is that you be taken from here to a lawful place of execution, and that you be there hanged by the neck until you be dead.
There, my dear. You mustn't give way like this.
I can't help it, Miles. It's been such a shock. First poor Jarvis and now.
Well, it's all over now. Look here, Ivy. Why not take a long voyage somewhere, far away from here? The CM is marvelous for forgetting one's troubles. And make a fresh start somewhere. Rio, for instance.
Oh, I've always wanted to see Rio. Perhaps we can go there for our honeymoon.
Honeymoon? Are you thinking of remarrying?
Why, Miles, darling, of course. Don't you remember what you said? If I were only free. Well, I'm free now.
Ivy, I don't quite know what to say. I'm very fond of you, of course, and I'll gladly lend you any financial assistance, but as for marriage, particularly under the circumstances, you must know there's been a great deal of talk about you and Gresham.
Oh, surely you don't believe those stories. There's never been anyone but you, Miles. If I'd met you before I met Jarvis...
We could never have been in any case, Ivy. Surely you realize that?
I'm not good enough to be Lady Rushworth. Is that what you're trying to say?
Too good, if you like. It's not my choice in any case. I was born with this name, and I have certain responsibilities.
You stuffy snob!
Well, I wish I could make you understand. There's my mother, for instance. She's an invalid, heart, you know. And if I were to marry, well, you, I believe the shock would kill her.
But the things you said, the present you gave me, what was I to think?
Well, I'm sorry if you thought I was leading you on. The night that I gave you the bag...
The emerald bag. You were saving it for the kiss-off, was that it?
Well, that's rather a crude way of putting it.
It matches the color of your eyes, you said. And I said I'll carry it with me always. Funny, isn't it?
Oh, Ivy, please, the servants.
Don't you Ivy please me. I want them to hear. Perhaps the whole world will hear one day that Ivy Lexton poisoned her husband for Lord Rushworth.
Ivy, what are you saying?
2 lives weren't too much for Ivy to sacrifice, and the risk of her own life meant nothing. She wasn't good enough for the Lord.
You, dear, sweet little Ivy Lexton. Why, I can't believe it.
Well, let me tell you something you can believe. I never loved you. I loved your money and the title. I wanted to be a lady. Oh, what a joke. Well, I'm not sorry. I've always hated your kind deep down inside of me. Cowards. Cowards, all of you. Anything to save face, anything. Roger Gresham going to the gallows because he's too much of a gentleman to tell the truth. That I was in his flat the night Jarvis was poisoned.
You let an innocent man be hanged?
If he'd loved me as he pretended to, he would have killed Jarvis. If he'd been a man instead of a gentleman. If any of your kind were real men. Well, I've had enough of it. Take your foul present. Pretty little thing, isn't it? A little handbag, and so expensive, too. The emerald matches my eyes, does it?
Get out of here and take it with you.
No, thank you. I'm not in the market for emeralds this season, my lord. They cost too dear.
We've analysed the residue in that handbag, Inspector.
Oh, good. What did you find?
Well, quite a lot of face powder, some tobacco crumbs, and about 3 grains of chemically pure arsenic.
Leave it here. Sergeant, bring in Mrs. Lexton.
Yes, sir. Bring in the prisoner.
The meaning of this, Inspector. Please instruct your officers to treat me with respect. I'm not a common criminal.
Let her go, officer.
Thank you, Inspector.
Mrs. Lexton, have you ever seen this handbag before?
Oh, where did you get that?
I'll ask you a question. Where did you get the arsenic that we found in it?
I'm sure I don't know. Why don't you ask Lord Rushworth?
My dear Mrs. Lexton, surely you know that Lord Rushworth is in no condition to answer questions.
What do you mean?
Lord Rushworth died last night of the effects of arsenic poisoning.
And so my story draws to a close. It's a comfort to me as I sit here in the condemned cell to know that so many loyal friends still believe in my innocence, in spite of all the ungentlemanly things the Crown Prosecutor said about me during my trial. I was especially gratified at the tribute paid to the costumes I wore in the witness box. One admirer has written to compliment me on my delivery and the poise I exhibited under cross-examination. I'm told that my remarks were clearly audible in the very back row of the spectator seats, in spite of the overcrowding. And on the final day of testimony, I received that greatest of all the tributes an actress can command. My audience was moved to tears. And so, in spite of all the misfortunes that have befallen me and my loved ones, I have at last realized my life's ambition. The end.
Well, Mrs. Lexton, does it meet with your approval?
Well, I think you might point out that I killed Lord Rushworth, too. Of course, between you and me, my dear, I didn't. It must have been suicide. But you know, it makes a better story. And please print the photograph that was taken of me outside St. Paul's after my husband's funeral. That was the smartest frock I ever owned.
I think that can be arranged, Mrs. Lexton.
And how much did you say your paper's going to pay for my story?
£200. We thought that was quite generous.
Well, it's not much, but it'll come in handy. They're hanging me next week, you know, and I haven't a thing to wear.
And so closes the story of Ivy, in which Roma Wines have brought you Ann Richards as star of tonight's study in Suspense. Suspense is produced, edited, and directed by William Spear.
Before Miss Richards returns to the microphone, let me say a word for Roma Wines, the sponsor of Suspense. Famed hostess Elsa Maxwell recently said this about gracious entertaining.
Serving glorious amber golden Roma California sherry is truly a distinguished expression of hospitality. Your guests will appreciate the delightful flavor, aroma, and color of Roma sherry before dinner and during the evening. Serve cool.
From California's choicest vineyards come distinctive Roma sherry and all other fine Roma wines. The quality of Roma wines never varies, always the same tempting flavor, always pleasing to the palate, yet cost only pennies a glass. And the next time you use vermouth, choose Roma vermouth. Zestful, full-flavored Roma vermouth is blended, developed, with all the traditional winemaking skill of the Roma wineries, is made and bottled in the heart of California's famous vineyards, yet surprisingly low-priced. Try Roma vermouth soon, won't you?
This is Ann Richards with a very important word. Our fighting men still need lots of weapons, ammunition, food, and supplies to defeat Japan. And they still depend on us at home to help pay the way. There'll be one less war loan this year. So to do our share, we must buy bigger war bonds now during the 7th war loan. War bonds, remember, are the world's safest investment.
Thank you, Ann Richards. Next Thursday, same time, Mr. Henry Daniel will be your star of Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Now, the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California presents
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Dane Clark, a star of This Will Kill You, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant as Roma Wines bring you Dane Clark in a remarkable tale of suspense.
Listen, get a load of this. This'll kill you. I got a story that should be written up by one of those big magazine writers. Only mine is true. The whole thing is true, so help me. You know, they say truth is stranger than fiction, don't they? Well, get this. I was working down at the Acme Engineering, an outfit making hydraulic valves for gun turrets. And we had a foreman named Charlie Harris, one of those big, good-looking guys who thought he was a big shot because he was a boss. Well, this guy was always picking on me. Like, for instance, one morning I come to work a few minutes late and this Harris says,
"Well, good afternoon, Jordan."
Save those gags for Jack Benny. It's only 8:15.
Well, get here at 8 and you'll be spared my sense of humor.
Ain't a guy got a right to get here a couple of minutes late once in a while?
Yeah, sure, once in a while, Joe, but not every other day.
Oh, gee, Charlie, my alarm clock's on a bum. You know you can't buy a new one these days.
Oh, save that for the teacher. Now, come on, Joe, come on, get on the ball.
Save that for the teacher, he said. Always throwing up to me that he graduated from engineering school and I never even had a chance to go to high school. As if you need an education to be a smart guy. Well, I could tell you 100 guys who never even went to school could buy and sell that guy $1 million. Well, that's another story. Anyway, this Charlie Harris kept giving me the needle.
Joe, can I talk to you for a minute?
What is it now, Chief?
Quit calling me Chief. Now, look, kid, look. I don't know what's wrong, but you're slow enough. The other boys are turning out 100 parts a day, and you're only averaging 80. Now, what's the trouble, Joe?
Well, I don't know. My eyes hurt. This work gets tough on the eyes, and I gotta stop once in a while. My eyes hurt bad.
You complained last week, too, Joe, and the company doctor's report said there was nothing wrong.
Ah, what does that quack know?
All right. Now, quit the complaints and get on the job, Joe. We've still got a war on our hands, even though you and a lot of other guys have forgotten it since Germany took the count.
There's a war on. Did you get that? At the time, he was technically right, but giving me the business just because he didn't like me, waving the flag and singing, "Oh, say, can you see?" Look, I'm just as patriotic as him or any other guy. Could I help it if my eyes hurt bad? But he had to go make a big thing out of it just because I got in the habit of stepping out a little here and there, and he found out. Well, ain't a guy got a right to have a little fun once in a while, just because those Japs are still popping away? So my eyes hurt a little the next day. Is that so terrible? Are the Japs going to win a war just because I've had a little fun? Anyway, he keeps picking on me and picking on me. And one day, while I was knocking my brains out,
Joe!
Oh, let me ride in the wide open spaces that I love. Don't offense me.
Joe!
What? Yeah?
Now, look, Joe, look. I don't like playing cops, but you know there's oil and gasoline all over the place.
Yeah?
And that a cigarette dropped into one of those pools could burn the plant down?
So what?
So read the sign beside your machine.
Well, I can read it, Charlie.
Go on, read it.
No smoking.
Drop that cigarette.
Why, what cigarette, Charlie?
You stupid jerk. Why, I'll break your head for that. Oh, you will, eh?
I would have mobilized the guy, but he hit me a lucky punch. Never would have happened again in a million years, but, well, he knocked me out. Charlie was standing by the cot when I came to, looking worried, and he started to apologize, but I gave him a quick brush. Why, that stinking rat, he was scared of me. That's why he didn't report me to the front office. He acted as if he was doing me a big thing by not snitching, but it was because he was scared of me. He thought I'd forget. Joe Jordan never forgets. Remember that. And Joe Jordan always gets even. But I played my cards right. I didn't let him know I was still sore. Now, that was smart, wasn't it? I went on working as if nothing happened, even though the rest of the guys started picking on me, too. Because he was a boss and they were trying to get in good with him, they kept it after me every day until I thought my head would explode, always rubbing it in.
Hey, Jack Dempsey, still leading with your chin?
Quit using my tools all the time, Joe.
Hey, Joe, you ain't smoking again, are you? You'll liable to get another lucky punch from Charlie.
Hey, quit throwing your shavings on my machine, Joe.
I used to get splitting headaches from the pounding on my brain. Well, you would too, getting it from all sides like that, wouldn't you? It wasn't so bad during the day. The machine drowned out the noise in my head, but at night, that pounding would start steady like my machine. Banging away all the time so I couldn't sleep. It might have got another guy, but not me. Not me, I'm too tough. And I got plans for Joe Jordan. Be a big guy someday with my brains. No foreman of some small-time outfit. Be head man of the biggest shop in town with a classy car, a big house with servants, and a beautiful wife. Yeah, beautiful wife. And I had her all picked out. Her name was Harriet Slayton. She was a stenographer at Acme. All the guys was on the make for her, but, well, she had a yen for me. Not that she ever said anything, but I can tell. You see, I know dames. Well, at the water cooler this day, I managed to bump her as I got a paper cup and... Oh, pardonnez-moi.
Oh, you speak French.
Oh, a little. I knew a guy from Paris, France once, and he taught me a couple of things. Cherchez la femme. Comentes, allez-vous.
Quite an accent. Excuse me, Joe, I gotta get back.
No, wait a minute. I got a lot of accomplishments. I'm a good dancer, too. Did you know that I took second place in the jitterbug contest at Ocean Park last year?
No, I didn't.
Oh? You Lindy?
No, I'm sort of on the conservative side.
Well, I can do the square stuff, too.
We must have a dance sometime. Excuse me, Joe, I
No,
must...
wait, Harriet, I just happened to think, how about going on a company dance with me on Friday?
I'm very sorry, Joe, but I can't.
Why, aren't you going?
Yes, but I have a date with Charlie.
Charlie who?
Charlie Harris.
Charlie Harris. Charlie Harris. He moved into my life. Then he moved into my head and he started banging. And now he moved in with my girl. That guy was doing everything he could to burn me up. He knew I was going to ask Harry to the dance, but he beat me to it. Okay, I said to myself, I can wait a week. But I'll get to dance with that little lady, and once I get her in my arms and I show her a couple of steps, she won't want to dance with him again. Well, it was a long week, and I kept hearing reports that Charlie and Harriet were engaged. But that was just to burn me up, see? And then came the dance.
Hey, didn't you bring a dame, Joe?
I got a doll here, pal.
Where is she? Dancing with some other guy?
Yeah, she's dancing with some other guy.
Don't stand there with egg all over your face. If my dame was dancing with another guy, you can bet I'd cut in.
Well, that's a good idea. Pardon me, I'm cutting in.
Oh, no, you're not, Joe.
Look, I wasn't asking the pleasure of you, Charlie. Now, if you don't mind...
This is our favorite number, Joe.
Well, why can't I cut in once? Just because he's a big foreman or something?
No, because you're the big dope.
Dope. Did you get that? He called me a dope. But he didn't know I was smart. You know, all good things ain't on the surface, you know. I went home, I tried to sleep, but the pounding on my brain was coming like a sledgehammer. Bang, 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 and I could hear her laughing at me. That dirty, double-crossing dame, laughing at me. Laughing at me! And the bang in my head was coming louder and louder and crashing against my brain, exploding on my forehead. And then the pounding stopped. And for the first time in weeks, there was silence in my head. That soft, cool quiet, like Sunday morning when you were a kid and no one was awake in the house but you. That Christmas night after the excitement was over and you went to bed and you thought about the new sled and the wonderful dinner you just ate. and there was peace on earth. And then I got the idea. No more pounding in my head now. I was going to eliminate the cause of the pounding, kill the root. Yeah, I was going to kill two birds with one stone. Charlie Harris was going to burn for murder. And the murder? The murder of Harriet Slate.
For suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as star Dane Clark in This Will Kill You by I.A. Finley. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Here's a suggestion from the internationally renowned hostess, Elsa Maxwell, who says this about smart and gracious hospitality. Next time you entertain, flatter your guests by serving glorious gold and amber Roma California sherry. Perfect before dinner, perfect at any time. A most delightful wine of light, nut-like taste. Serve cool. From California's choicest vineyards come the carefully selected wine grapes for distinguished Roma sherry and all fine Roma wines. Remember, good Roma wines never vary in fine quality, are always pleasing, the happy result of selected grapes, carefully picked at their peak of flavor goodness, gently pressed, then unhurriedly, guided to perfection by the ancient skill of Roma's famed wineries. Yes, good Roma wines are always delicious, yet cost only pennies a glass. Remember, because of uniformly fine quality at reasonable cost, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Dane Clark in This Will Kill You, a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Are you still with me? Well, listen. Like I was telling you, I decided to kill Harriet and pin the rap on Charlie. Fooled you, didn't I? You thought I was going to knock off Charlie myself, didn't you? No. The law was going to do that. You see? You get the switch? Now get this. I knew how I was going to knock off the dame, and I knew how I was going to pin the blame on Charlie. But the only thing missing was a motive. You understand the motive? So before I killed her, I started supplying the motive. Every day down at the plant, I dropped something here and I dropped something there to the guys. Hey, I just heard that Charlie and Harriet was having an argument down the hall.
Oh, lover spat, probably.
No, I understand things aren't so hotshot between those two.
Oh, you're crazy, Joe.
Well, that's what I heard. Hey, Charlie's been doing a lot of bowling these nights, hasn't he?
Yeah, he loves it.
Well, he didn't seem to when he and Harriet were so palsy-walsy.
I heard something about that, but I don't believe it.
No, I do. I heard him arguing plenty in the hall the other day. Say, did you hear that Charlie and Harriet had a big blow-off last night? Something about another guy?
Yeah, I heard things weren't going so hot with those two lately. Did you hear that Harriet and Charlie had a big scrap the other night?
Old news, Marty. It's old news. I understand she's got a guy up north, and Charlie is burning.
Oh, he ought to bust her head wide open. It'd serve her right for two-timing a white guy like Charlie.
There was the motive. Signed, sealed, wrapped up in a big red ribbon. Now, was that smart or was that smart? The next afternoon, I heard Charlie making a date with her for that night. He didn't know it, but it was going to be his last date. When the 5 o'clock whistle blew, Charlie went in to wash his hands. I slipped over to his workbench. I grabbed the steel pipe he used on his drill press, and I slipped it under my coat. I wore gloves so my fingerprints wouldn't show on it. Smart, huh? Only Charlie's fingerprints were on the pipe. I waited outside the plant, and in a little while, Charlie walked by. Got a minute, Charlie?
Huh? Yeah, I guess so.
Look, there's an idea I've been working on that can speed production in our department. Now, can I talk to you tonight for an hour or so?
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. I can't tonight. I got a date with an angel.
But, Charlie, with my idea, each man can turn out 200 valves a day easy. I got it all worked out in a model in my room. Can't you make it tonight?
Look, Joe, I told you I got a date.
Oh, fine. You're always giving me that patriotic stuff when it doesn't cost you anything.
Huh?
Okay, Charlie, I took you up on it. I've been giving up my nights to work on this idea I have. Now, look, I don't expect nothing out of it. But when I ask you to give up a measly hour, you're too busy. Now, why can't you come up after your date?
Whoa. Easy there, Joe, easy.
Oh.
Didn't know you were so hot about all of this. Okay, if it means so much to you. Look, suppose I leave my girl about 11 and get to your room a few minutes later, huh?
Gee, you're swell, Charlie, swell. I'll be waiting for you. Now, look, I may be out for a minute or two to get a pack of butts or something, but the door will be open, so will you wait for me?
Yeah, sure, okay. I'll see you later.
You sure will. Everything was working out just like I planned. Pretty good for a dumb guy, huh? I grabbed a bite of dinner, and then I dropped over to Charlie's boarding house. He lived on the first floor in the back. I looked at his window, and it was open. Perfect. I waited until dark. I pushed up the window, and I dropped in. It took only a few seconds to find what I wanted. A handkerchief with Charlie's initials on it. I was outside and walking down the street before I had a chance to even get nervous. I killed time till about 10:30, and then I drove over to Harriet's house, and I waited across the street. In a little while, Harriet and Charlie walked up. And they talked, and then Charlie looked at his watch, and he kissed her goodnight. Kissed her goodnight. Waited for a few minutes after he left, and I walked up to her room, knocked on the door.
Who's there?
It's me, Harriet. It's Joe Jordan. I got something to tell you about Charlie.
What is it, Joe?
Don't get nervous. Nothing's happened. I'm just playing a little trick on Charlie.
Oh, you had me scared for a second. Come on in, Joe. I was just making a little home recording of this song on the radio. You know, singing along with the band. I know Charlie will get a big kick out of it.
That's your favorite song, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's Charlie's, too. We love it.
You really go for that guy, don't you?
Is there any question about it? Joe, we were going to tell everybody in a few days anyway, so you may as well know now. Charlie and I are going to be married in 3 weeks when we get our vacations. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, that's wonderful. Only you're taking your vacation a little sooner than that, baby.
What do you mean?
You're not marrying him or anybody else.
Are you kidding? Get out of here, you big dope.
Oh, I'm a big dope, huh? I'm a big dope.
Joe. Joe. What are you going to do with it? Joe. Joe.
I did it. It was done. I looked at the clock. It was 11:10. We'd just be getting to my room now. 5 minutes to kill. Hey, did you get that? Now I had time to kill. That was a good one, wasn't it? I dropped Charlie's handkerchief on the floor, then messed up the joint to look like a struggle. And I waited till 11:15, and then I smashed the clock. It stopped dead. Did you hear that one? The clock stopped dead. Good, huh? I dropped the steel pipe on the floor, blew the place fast, and raced home. I ran up the stairs worried that maybe Charlie had left, but he was still there.
Well, where have you been, Joe? I was just getting ready to leave.
Oh, I'm sorry, Charlie. I got stuck.
Oh, okay. Where's the model you were talking about?
Oh, gee, I'm sorry to drag you all the way over here for nothing. It's still at the Welders. I thought it would be here sure by tonight. Can we make it tomorrow?
Oh, you're a corker, Joe. You've messed up my whole evening.
I sure did. I kept chewing the fat with Charlie about this and that until I was sure he wouldn't get home until late. And then I dropped off to a nice, restful sleep. The next morning, I was on the job at 8 on the dot. Charlie was there already, but that didn't worry me. It wouldn't be for long. And about an hour later, the kid from the front office came up and said something to Charlie, and he left the shop. Now, that was it. Those were the dicks, and Charlie was a dead pigeon. I went on with my work, not doing very much, just faking, because I knew I was going to be next. And I was. The same kid came at lunchtime and told me I was wanted at the front gate. Got a little nervous when I saw the two big coppers, but as soon as they spoke, I felt it was going to be all right.
Joe Jordan?
Yeah? That's me.
I'm Lieutenant Sullivan, Homicide Squad. Sergeant Carter. Hello. Hop in. Hope you don't mind coming down to headquarters with us when I ask you a couple of questions.
No, I don't mind. What's it all about?
Where were you last night, Jordan?
Last night? Well, I hit the hay early.
What time?
I was awful tired. I had a tough day at the shop yesterday. I guess it was about 9:30.
Did you see Charlie Harris last night?
No, I saw him when we left the plant yesterday about 5, but... Hey, wait a minute. Where's Charlie now? He left the shop about 10 this morning.
Never mind. But he says he was in your room at 11:15.
He says he was in my room at 11... Well, maybe he was. No, Charlie Harris is a white guy. He don't lie. If he says so, then he's probably right.
I thought you said you went to bed about 9:30.
Well, I did. Maybe I was asleep when he came, and maybe I was talking in my sleep when he was there. You know, I wouldn't want to do anything to contradict Charlie. Say, what are you guys trying to pin on me? If Charlie's in a jam, I got to know what he said because I got to back him up.
Save it, kid. Tell me, do you know Harriet Slate?
Why, that no-good, two-timing dame, double-crossing a good guy like Charlie. Why, you know, he was telling me yesterday when we left the plant yesterday that he was going to get us settled last night once and for all. As a matter of fact, he... Say, what are you guys smiling at? Did I say something? Why, did I say anything to make Charlie... Did Charlie... Smart, huh? I handled that smart, didn't I? You see now how I worked the whole thing out? Every little detail? Remember now how I planned it that night in bed when the pounding stopped like I told you before? Oh, the trial was a cinch. The DA had all the evidence he needed and a little more. Charlie was with her that night? Proved. The steel pipe was his, wasn't it? Proved. There were his fingerprints on it, wasn't they? Proved. And the motive? The boys in the plant furnished that. They were perfect witnesses. They liked Charlie. They tried to help him, but they had to admit the stories that were going around. And the piece de resistance, that's French, you know, was the way I knocked his alibi for a loop. Now do you see why I smashed the clock at 11:15? Do you? It was airtight.
Charles Harris, will you rise and come before the court? Charles Harris, the jury of your peers have found you guilty of murder in the first degree, and I...
Boy, what a day. You should have seen him. He stood there trying to put on the big shot stuff even then, trying to act like he wasn't scared. But I could tell he was ready to faint right there and then. But the newspaper guys were taking him. They said he stood straight and fine and brave, like a soldier facing a firing squad. That's what they said, the dopes. But I knew he was yellow. Or else he wouldn't have picked on me just because he was boss, would he? Would he? Huh? So you see? I was smarter than he thought, than anybody thought, even the DA and those dicks. Now, there was a funny situation for you, wasn't it? The real murderer was in court, furnishing the testimony that convicted that poor... and no one knew it. That's a good one, isn't it, huh? Isn't that wonderful, Father, huh? Isn't that marvelous? The real guy was in court.
It's time, Father.
Be brave now, Joseph. We must go.
Well, all right, Father, but let me tell you the punchline.
Come on, Joe, it's time.
Ah, will you quit a warden so we'll be a minute late? So you'll pay the guy who pulled the switch a minute overtime. The state can afford it. I've been telling Father here the whole story. I gotta tell him to snap it, don't I?
Let him finish, Warden. Go on, my son.
Well, you see, it was a fluke, Father. 1,000,000 to 1 shot. They never would have got me if not for just one thing. One little mistake, Father. You see, the night I knocked the doll off, she up and told me that she was making a recording of that song on the radio. She told me, do you hear? And I forget all about it. So all the time I was spilling my guts to Harriet, that machine was taking down every word. And I forgot about it. Why, if I had only thought of the record, if I only smashed it that night. But I didn't. Then Harriet's old lady got a hold of her stuff, and months later she decided to play the records, and she heard the whole thing. My whole confession, just as if I spilled it to the dicks.
Father.
We must go now, Joseph.
Okay, Father. Come on, Warden. Come on. Watch a real man walk down the last mile.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down.
You seen plenty of guys walking down this road, didn't you, Warden, huh? I bet none of them ever took it as good as me, did they? They say guys crack up on this little walk, don't they? Not me. I got guts. I bet Charlie would have cracked up by now, huh, Warden? You know, those newspaper guys said he stood straight and fine and brave that day. He wouldn't be standing that way now, would he, Ward? He'd be screaming his yellow head off. He wouldn't be taking it like me. See, there's nothing to be scared of. Guy pulls a little switch, it's all over. They say you don't feel a thing. You don't feel nothing, do you, Warden? You should know, you see plenty of it. It doesn't hurt. Does it? I would have been a big man in this town. Fancy car. Big house with servants. Beautiful wife. It's a beautiful wife, but I got a tough break. You know what? 1 in a million, I tell you, but it's all in the game, see? Come see, come saw. It's French, you know. I'm taking it pretty good, ain't I? Nobody take it like me. Nobody. Not many of them, do they? Do they, Warden, huh? Huh? You think the paper will say I stood straight and fine and brave? Like a guy facing the firing squad, huh? Do you? I'm taking it pretty good, ain't I, Warden? Ain't I, Father? Tell me. I said tell me. I'm not afraid. You hear me? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to burn. Look, I'm laughing. Aha! Aha! No, don't take me in there, oh God! Please don't take me in there!
Roma Wines have brought you Dane Clark as star of This Will Kill You, tonight's study in suspense.
Before Dane Clark returns to our microphone, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines, the sponsor of Suspense. As the temperature goes up, so does the popularity of tall, frosty, thirst-quenching drinks. And as Elsa Maxwell recently said, one of my favorite iced drinks, and one everybody enjoys, is the delightful to look at, delicious to sip Roma Wine and Soda, made with distinguished Roma California wines. And, Miss Maxwell might have added, made so easily, too. Half-fill tall glasses with Roma California Burgundy or Sauterne. Add ice cubes and sparkling water and a bit of sugar. And for a decorative touch, garnish with fruit or cherries. Good Roma wine is unvaryingly delicious, always pleasing, yet costs only pennies a glass. And next time you use vermouth, choose Roma vermouth, sweet or dry. Zestful, full-flavored Roma vermouth is blended and developed with all the traditional winemaking skill of Roma wineries, is made and bottled in the heart of California's famous vineyards, yet surprisingly low-priced. Try Roma vermouth soon, won't you?
This is Dane Clark. It's been a great pleasure, as always, to make an appearance here on Suspense. Mr. Spear wanted me to pass along to you the word, which I know will be of interest to many thousands of listeners, and that is that 2 weeks from tonight, on September the 6th, in response to overwhelming public demand, Suspense will again bring you the Lucille Fletcher Study in Terror, Sorry Wrong Number, starring Agnes Moorehead. That's the show you remember about the woman on the telephone. It's certainly one of the landmarks of radio. Next Thursday, you will hear Peter Lorre in a suspense play, which also promises to be most unusual. I know you will want to be listening, as I will.
Dane Clark appeared through the courtesy of Warner Brothers and is currently being seen in their production Pride of the Marines. Next Thursday, you will hear Peter Lorre as star of Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Now, the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California presents
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Mr. Joseph Cotton as star of Beyond Good and Evil. a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you Mr. Joseph Cotton in Beyond Good and Evil by Ben Hecht and Douglas Whitney in a remarkable tale of suspense.
Dr. Pierce, good evening.
Good evening, Mary. Is Dr. McKillop still awake?
Oh, yes. We don't put him to bed until 8 or later. Is evening service over already?
For shame, Mary. A parson's housekeeper. And you forget we don't hold service on Wednesdays?
Why, it slipped my mind it was Wednesday, sir. Of course you've come to read to Dr. McKillop. He'll be so pleased.
There's so little I can do. If he were able to let us know in some way.
I can tell by his eyes, sir. Whenever you're here, they fairly glow.
Well, I suppose that helpless as he is, not able to speak or even write, my visits are at least a diversion.
You? You're more than a diversion, sir. You're his hope, if I might say so.
No, Mary. The Lord is his hope.
Oh, yes, sir.
The Lord struck him down with paralysis. And in time, the Lord will surely free him from it. Where is the doctor?
In his study, sir. We leave him there until bedtime.
Very well, I'll go in for an hour or so.
Stay as long as you like, Dr. Pierce. We won't disturb you. Dr. McKillop, it's Dr. Pierce come to read to you.
Good evening, Dr. McKillop. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. You're a most satisfying companion, McKillop. You hang on my every word and you never talk back. Never but once. And after tonight, you won't get the chance, so speak up, Doctor. Why don't you? No. Oh. Of course, the cat's got your tongue. Well, I'll turn up the lights a bit so I can at least bask in your baleful stare. Yeah, that's better, much better. Yes. Tonight is your last chance, McKillop. Tonight is the consummation, the grand finale, the end, Act 3 curtain on a great play about death, redemption, about good and evil. And I won't shrink from your eyes tonight, McKillop. Your eyes can kill. But I can kill. I have the mind and the will and the hands. I've killed one man, you know that. And tonight I'm going to kill again. No reading from the good book tonight, Doctor. No more metaphysics now. I'm going to tell you a story. Much of it is ancient history to you, but I think there's enough new to hold your interest. I know it'll hold my interest because I enjoy talking about myself. Well, you already know I killed a man. You know who he was. And you even know who I was before I became Dr. Howard Pierce, pastor of this good and godly community. At least you know the name Philip Gentry. But you never knew the soul of Philip Gentry, Doctor. The contempt, the sum of evil that was in me the night it all began. That was 3 months ago, a stormy night, as you remember. And where was I? I was crouching in a swamp with a man named Mac, because we had just escaped from prison, hiding like an animal in the deep mud and ooze, alien from the whole human race.
Gentry, where you going?
Take a highway, fool. Get out of this mud and make time.
But Pete's back there in the swamp. You can't leave him.
Why not?
We can all stick together. He'll die back there.
Listen, we took equal chances when we made this break. I'm not taking extra chances for anyone. But I need time before daylight and before the rain stops. I'll bring out dogs in the morning.
Dogs? Okay, you're the boss.
There's a highway now, beyond the fence.
Okay, so what do we do now? Where do we go?
We split up.
Split? But Gentry, shouldn't we stick together?
We split up. I go my way, you go yours. I'll meet you in Chicago later.
At Tony's place?
At Tony's place. In 2 or 3 weeks, when the manhunt cools off.
Okay. Okay, we'll make a great team, you and me. We'll make them suckers scream. Chicago. And then maybe South America.
All right, Mac, save the dreaming for later, right now. You get moving. Now go on, fast. He headed north. I walked a mile or more this way, south. Then I saw the car. It was parked close to the edge of the road, its headlight almost blacked out by the driving rain. And by the glow of the flashlight, I saw a man bending into the rain, struggling to change a tire. He was alone, so I walked up to him.
Oh, you startled me. I didn't expect to see anyone out so late.
You picked a bad night for a flat.
Yes, it's the second today. I'm going to be awfully late.
Here, let me.
Oh, no, but if you'd hold the light.
Sure. Come a long way?
Yeah, from Detroit. I'm on my way to Carlton. I was supposed to get there this afternoon.
That's your home, Carlton?
Well, it will be. I'm the new minister there. My name's Pierce.
Oh, of course. I didn't notice you were a preacher.
Do you know Carlton?
Oh, pretty well.
I'm taking over for old Dr. McKillop at Grace Church.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him.
He's been in bad health, so I'm taking his place. This bolt is stubborn. I can't seem to get it.
Here, let me try.
No, I'll manage if I
Just give me the wrench.
No, really, just hold the light.
I said give me the wrench.
Well, all right, it's awfully good of you, but... Oh, Will, what are you doing?
I need your car, Dr. Pierce. You're going to be even later than you thought.
No, please. Please, don't hit me. No. Oh, help.
Let me see your license, buddy.
My license? Oh, yes, I have it here it is.
Mm-hmm. Howard Pierce. Occupation? Oh, minister. I didn't notice.
Yes, but what is it? Was I speeding?
No, we were checking all cars on this road. There was a break at the state pen. 3 men. They might come this way.
Oh, I see.
Oh, but I won't hold you any longer, Reverend. You're going far?
No, to Carlton.
Oh, now I get it. Imagine me not catching on right away.
Catching on?
Sure. You must be the new preacher for Grace Church, taking Dr. McKillop's place.
Why, yes, I am.
You're going to the parsonage now?
I was.
Well, I'm going into headquarters now, and I have to go right by Dr. McKillop's house. You follow me.
Oh, I couldn't.
Oh, it's not out of my way at all. Not more than a block. I'll go slow so you can't lose me. Huh? Okay?
Well, all right.
Ah, that's the ticket. Really tickle old Dr. McKillop. Have you delivered right to his door. Say, I bet you never counted on this kind of reception in Carlton, Reverend Pierce. Now, did you?
No, I certainly didn't, my son.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as star Mr. Joseph Cotton in Beyond Good and Evil by Ben Hecht and Douglas Whitney. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Here's a suggestion from the internationally renowned hostess, Elsa Maxwell, who says this about smart and gracious hospitality. Next time you entertain, flatter your guests by serving glorious gold and amber Roma California sherry. Perfect before dinner, perfect at any time. A most delightful wine of light, nut-like taste. Serve cool. From California's choicest vineyards come the carefully selected wine grapes for distinguished Roma sherry and all fine Roma wines. Remember, good Roma wines never vary in fine quality, are always pleasing, the happy result of selected grapes, carefully picked at their peak of flavor goodness, gently pressed, then unhurriedly, guided to perfection by the ancient skill of Roma's famed wineries. Yes, good Roma wines are always delicious, yet cost only pennies a glass. Remember, because of uniformly fine quality at reasonable cost, more Americans enjoy Roma
than any other wine. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Joseph Cotton as Philip Gentry in Beyond Good and Evil, a play well calculated to keep you in suspense.
So that was it. My arrival in your dull, pleasant town of Carlton. Remember? Officer Owens and your very beautiful daughter escorted me into your study.
Father, Mr. Owens brought Dr. Pierce.
Dr. Pierce, come in, come in. You and Mr. Owen wait outside for a few minutes, Lucy.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Father.
Sit over here, Dr. Pierce. I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you.
I'm relieved. Fine to be here, Dr. McKellar.
Yes, well, I really couldn't bring myself to sleep tonight without first talking to you. You see, the situation's serious.
Serious?
My health, I'm a sick man. I've had one stroke, as you know.
Oh, yes, you wrote.
Yes, well, I could have another one at any minute. The doctor says a worse one. And I feel it essential that the work of the parish is in firm hands. This parish needs a young man.
Well, I hope to be of service.
I've heard only good of you, Dr. Pierce. And you know, you're even younger than you looked.
And I looked?
In the picture you sent, darker, too. Your hair...
I'm afraid it wasn't a good likeness.
I have the picture here somewhere on my desk with your letters.
What did you want to talk to me about, Dr. McKellar?
Oh, all the work of the parish. Oh, yes. Here's the photograph. It's Dr. Pierce.
Is there something wrong, Dr. McKellar?
It's not... Who are you? This isn't your picture. Who are you?
I don't think that would interest you, Dr. McKellar.
Something's happened to Dr. Pierce. What did you do to him? You're...
What do you think I did, Dr. McKellar?
Oh...
Go on, guess. Don't play with me, you sanctimonious fool. Speak up. Speak! Oh, brother, don't tell me. Don't tell me you've had a stroke. You can't speak, is that it? Well, I'll find out. I'll take that picture, Dr. McKellar. Now, if you don't...
Dr. Pierce, we thought we
Yes,
heard...
Miss Lucy, something's happened to your father. We were talking, and all of a sudden...
He's sick. I'll call the doctor, Miss Lucy.
Yes, please, Mr. Owen.
It's another stroke. He can't speak, apparently can't move.
Oh, Father. Father, what can we do?
We'll have to wait for the doctor, maybe even then.
I know. The doctor said he could be paralyzed for months, years, but he mustn't die.
No, I'm sure the Lord will spare him if we have faith.
Yes. Look, he can hear us. See his eyes.
I see.
It's a blessing you got here tonight, Dr. Pierce. A blessing. You are going to stay.
Well,
but you must.
Well, I wasn't sure, but since this has happened to your father, yes, I'll stay. I hope I prove worthy. Dear friends, you may wonder that I chose this subject for my first sermon to you, the agony of the thief. It is no wonder, for as I spoke to you of such a man, a thief beaten, outcast, and alone, I spoke at the same time of each of us, from the mighty to the fallen, of that substance which we all share, our human dignity as beings made in the image of God. Remember the agony of our Lord, who shared by two thieves, crucified beside him, that he might be numbered among the transgressors. And remember his words to one, verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. We will sing hymn 426. O God, our help in ages past. My first sermon, Dr. McKellar, and it was duck soup for me. You couldn't understand how such a thing could be done without faith. Well, you didn't know I'd been a lawyer. I've done a lot without faith, McKellar. It doesn't take such a holy man to care for your sheep. From the first day until now, I've been the ideal parson, even the day I got that call from young Hubbard. Yes, I played the part. Oh, I forget that this is all news to you. You didn't know about that, about the conversation I had with young Hubbard. in the study of the church.
Dr. Pierce?
Yeah?
I missed your first service Sunday, Doctor. I thought I ought to pay you a call.
Well, I'm glad you did. Sit down.
Oh, thank you. My name's Hubbard. I work at the bank, First National. I'm chief teller.
That's a very responsible job for a young man.
Oh, I don't know. I suppose it is, but well, I don't have much more responsibility than the other tellers, except at the end of the month. And it's a strain.
The end of the month?
Well, sure. Well, that's when I've never told anyone about this, so even with you...
Oh, Mr. Hubbard, it's confidential.
Oh, naturally, not so far as you're concerned, Dr. Pierce. You see, the 30th of the month, we move all our deposits to the Federal Reserve Bank. $50,000 or more. Well, you can see how I wouldn't want some people to know that.
You mean you would take the deposits alone?
Oh, no, that'd be even worse than it is. There's an armored truck comes to take the money. Comes by around 9:30 at night. But I'm alone in the bank until it gets there. Well, sometimes when I'm sitting there at my desk, I think how easy it would be. All someone would have to do is shoot me through the glass door. You see what I mean?
Faith, McKillop. God never sendeth mouth, but he sendeth meat. Out of all this community's 35,000 souls, Hubbard chose me to share that secret. Sent a letter that night to Mac, care of Tony's in Chicago. As you can see, Mac, the setup is simple and foolproof. If you do as I say, leave Tony's now, hide out until the 28th of June, then head this way. Case the job first, because you must be at the bank not later than 9 p.m. on the 30th. Yours, Gentry. That meant 2 months to wait. 2 months until the death of young Hubbard. 2 months until I had $50,000 and a clear getaway. 2 months until tonight. 2 pleasant months to play a saintly part, warmed by adulation, warmed by love. Because even you could see what was happening to your daughter, your very beautiful daughter, Lucy.
Dr. Pierce, do you ever think of anything besides your work?
I don't know, Lucy. What sort of things?
Well, do you ever think of yourself? Of a full life for yourself?
Why, of course. That's why I work. My work gives me a full life.
You don't know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do.
You see, I have to tell you, even if you don't want to hear it.
Lucy, my dear.
I have to tell you that I love you, Howard. I know I can't expect that to mean much to you.
It means a great deal.
Not enough.
Lucy, dear, you told me once that you were engaged to someone.
Yes, I'm supposed to be. Tom's all right, but he's little and unimportant and afraid. He's afraid to dare anything, to do anything. He's meek.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
You don't believe that, Howard Pierce. Even if you are a parson, you don't believe it.
What do I believe, Lucy?
I don't know exactly. When I first saw you, I knew that you were like me. You have boldness and strength. You have an inward feeling about life.
I let it ride. There wasn't any harm in that, Doctor, so far as I could see. Lucy was a great help, blinded by what she called love. And what did I feel? Love? Doctor, a man who has mastered the use of words as I have no longer knows what they mean, but only what they do. With Lucy, so long as the word love served me, I used it. After a while, it became a source of danger. That was last week, Wednesday, when I came in the evening to read to you.
Howard, the most wonderful news. Guess.
How can I guess?
Don't you know? The most wonderful thing that could ever happen to us.
What's that, Lucy?
Well, I've never breathed a word to Father about us because you asked me not to. Not until he can talk to us and give his blessing.
Lucy, you didn't...
No, not yet. But the doctor was here today, and he told me Father will speak again soon, any day now.
No.
He doesn't know why he hasn't already. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, it is.
Howard, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter.
But there is. I can see that...
Oh, sit down, Lucy.
All right, Howard.
I was going to tell you before, my dear. You see, well, I can't marry you, not ever.
You can't?
Please, you mustn't ask me why. It doesn't matter why, do you understand?
It's because you don't love me.
If you have to believe that, all right, only you must go on and live your life as though you never met me.
As though I never met you. You know what that means?
Whatever it means.
It means I'll marry Tom. It means I'll have a little, quiet, secure life.
The best life for you, Lucy.
Tom, Tom in place of you. Or maybe you're right. I won't ever have great happiness with him, but after this, I'll never have a greater unhappiness.
You mustn't be bitter, Lucy. If you hadn't known me, you would have married your Tom, and you would have loved him.
All right. All right, I will marry him. I'll marry him this week in church, and you'll perform the service, Howard. You'll be the one to make me Mrs. Tom Hubbard.
Who did you say?
Tom Hubbard. I'll be a banker's wife.
I never knew his name before. Well, no matter what you think, Lucy, I'm sure you'll be happy. Don't ask me why I didn't kill you, Dr. McKillop, when I heard that you might speak now and at any time. I can still smother you with a pillow and no one would know. I suppose killing always was distasteful to me, a job for cruder minds. It isn't because of any moral scruples, believe me. And don't you believe, Doctor, that ethics had any part in what I did about Lucy either. Not for 1 minute. It was just that I wanted my hands free for this last week. It was just that I believe in leaving a place tidy, no loose ends. If it happens that my neat habits turn in a good deed now and then, that doesn't make me a Boy Scout. After all, if I were a higher being like you, I might be upset by thinking of such things as, killing Lucy's husband tonight, Tom Hubbard, as he sits at his desk at the bank. Here it is, the 30th, and I've got a very important date in half an hour. Doctor, did that interest you? Now that you know the real Philip Gentry, do you understand? I doubt it. I doubt if you, with your good book and your hymnal, your years of tending the good sheep in the rich green pastures here, could ever understand 1/10 of what a man like me feels and is. It doesn't matter. I don't need your understanding. Good night, Doctor. Sleep well.
Good night, Dr. Pierce. Will you drop in tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Well, we'll see about tomorrow. We'll see.
Who is it?
It's Dr. Pierce, Tom. Let me in.
Oh, doctor, just a minute.
I wanted to make sure. See, this is the night when the truck's supposed
Yes,
to come back.
I remembered. That's how I knew where to find you, Tom.
Did you want something?
Lucy is feeling sick. I came to send you home.
Lucy? Well, but I can't. I have to stay.
I can stay for you.
Gee, I don't know. I'm supposed to stay.
Lucy is calling for you, Tom.
She's really sick? Well, all right. I guess with you here, it'll be all right.
Just tell me what to do.
Well, that's the money already in those sacks.
Yes. And I sit here?
Yes, right at this desk. Mm-hmm. Well, gee, I don't know what the directors will think.
Run along now, Tom. They'll never know. Why, even if someone walks by from the outside, they'll never know if it's you or me sitting here.
There. That got him right through the head. You ought to have that money already, right near him. Mac, huh? What? Who's there?
Mac. Come here, Mac.
Gentry.
Yes. Gentry, Mac.
But, screw here. You said in your letter.
I know. I didn't have a chance to tell you. The plans were changed, Mac.
Gentry. Honest, Gentry, I didn't mean to shoot you.
I know. You'd better go. I'm dying, Mac.
Nah, I ain't gonna leave you here. What do you think I am?
Yes, you are. They won't get me, Mac. I'm dying. You go on now. Only you won't be able to take the money.
Huh?
The plan is all changed.
Okay, that don't matter. The dough.
Remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom.
What are you talking about?
That's from the Bible, Mac. You wouldn't know it, I guess. It's from the Bible. It was said by a thief.
This, dear friends, was the man Philip Gentry, or Dr. Pierce, or whatever other name he may choose in eternity. The man whom we bury today. That night when he stood above my bed, pouring defiance and bitterness into my ears, thinking that I was paralyzed, I could both speak and write. My paralysis had been gone for many days, but I did not speak, because I knew what Philip Gentry would do, what he had to do. I knew what he denied, that to accomplish work as he had in God's vineyard, a man must have faith, even though he denied that faith. That is why, in spite of all, he protected my daughter's happiness. That is why he could not kill me, for the work he did here had molded him, in spite of himself, into a man who was truly a servant of God. To such a man, our Lord would say, "Verily, I say unto you, today shalt thou be with me in paradise."
Roma Wines have brought you Joseph Cotton as star of Beyond Good and Evil, tonight's study in suspense.
This is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines, the sponsor of Suspense. Autumn makes me think of ducks on the wing, says famed hostess Elsa Maxwell, and ducks make me think of Roma, California Burgundy. Roma Burgundy because it's a robust wine for a robust time of the year. So delicious with the savory foods of fall, ducks, stew, beef, or spaghetti. I find Roma Burgundy, served cool, makes food so much more enjoyable. Try Roma Burgundy with dinner tomorrow. You'll enjoy the tart piquancy and fruity taste of this vintner's masterpiece. Yes, like all Roma wines, this is wine at its best in uniform quality. For Manhattan Magic or a perfect martini, use Roma Vermouth, the better vermouth that makes better cocktails. Made and bottled in sunny California. Enjoy Roma wines of fine quality every day. Now featured at new low prices by leading wine merchants everywhere.
Joseph Cotton appeared through the courtesy of David O. Selznick, producer of Alfred Hitchcock's Spellbound. Next Thursday, you will hear Mr. Henry Fonda as star of Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.